Shalom, everybody. Bear Independent is running late to his own live stream. So us ladies decided to take over.
Hold on, guys.
Cooper Orman. Hello, hello. Linda, shalom. Quest Conquest. Hello, Sam.
Shalom, Sam. You're dirty.
Ha! Yes, Loom.
I will have some peanut butter in honor of Mr.
In honor of
TJ.
tea.
You want to get you
I'm
more
good.
drink?
What do I need to bring to the area study class? I have no clue. For art class, you don't need to bring anything except for maybe a notebook and a pen. And I would imagine probably the same thing. It's going to be a lot of notes, I would imagine, with the, what is it, the field? What is he teaching? Yeah.
Oh, it's area study.
Area
How to do an
study.
area study.
Right. So lots of notes. I would imagine lots and lots of notes taking. Where is Bear? Bear is on his way back from a sales meeting. Yeah. And
He goes out and
all the men are coming back.
Yes,
but
we will all be
he was
pushed.
going to be late.
Yeah.
So
We will all have to leave.
I asked if we could go ahead and start without him. So no, ladies now, men later.
Men later. Or just us if you guys want us to stay.
Do we get to see Otto? Maybe. I'll have to see.
He's
So-
cute.
He's very cute,
Adorable.
but Otto has a lot of energy that he doesn't quite know what to do with yet. Because he's also very much a people pleaser. So he does his best to just contain it, and he gets a little spastic. So he's up on,
Super
yeah, he's tethered right now. So we may end up, but, oh, and you can't see the new baby.
There's a new baby.
Yeah, I don't think it.
No, I think it's behind your head. Yeah.
Right there.
Right there. We got a new baby. Whoop. Right there.
Right there.
Right there.
That little
got a
white
new baby.
dot thing back there is a new baby. New baby
I know.
cow.
What's going to happen when Dasha arrives? I have no idea. That's uncharted territory
Oh,
for
Dasha
me.
with
Yeah.
Sam
With
and Otto.
and Sam.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun. I got you, though. I got you, Luke.
I'm telling you, she's got Otto like.
He's
and Sam.
doing great. Like,
He's doing really good.
for having only had him, what,
Week?
5 days?
Yeah.
That's
Something like that.
5 days. He is doing exponentially well with training. So
The next class, once we're in the next class. So we have classes scheduled right now in Tallahassee. I think January 6th, whatever that Sunday is. And then the next Sunday is in Kansas. And there's one in Dallas tomorrow.
yes.
Morning.
Yes, tomorrow morning.
So yeah, those are already scheduled and there's more to come. But those are all available at refugetraining.com.
When is Bear going to? Oh, was that the question you just asked?
I do not think. No.
No, he's not fixed. Nope. But
Y'all leave Otto alone.
Yeah.
Otto and Sam are doing great.
Yeah.
Sam still says he's boss. Sam still
Sam
says.
is barely tolerating.
Yeah. He gives a little side eye and lets him know every once in a while that you're the new guy and that's my mama. But
Well, because to Sam's eyes,
Yeah.
I basically brought the traitor
the enemy.
into our home.
He's like,
And that's the way he sees it, is this guy wasn't supposed to be on property, and Sam
and he
tore his butt up.
got the
And
marks to prove it.
now Sam's mama is loving on this baby and feeding it and
Nice trip, bring
training
out.
it. And Sam is not too happy about it. Like, he's tolerating it because I am the boss.
Yeah.
But he's not happy.
Yeah, if
about it.
Harmony is not around, I would not trust Sam.
I would
with
leave
Otto.
him alone. No.
No. Okay. I'll let that
Somebody
one
just
slide.
asked if bear's fixed.
Backyard prepping, that may be the case with some dogs, but that is not the case with all dogs. That is just poor training.
How many don't mess around with the training? Like,
No.
I've seen trained dogs before, and she's totally different. Like,
Yeah.
she does not mess around with these.
Because in the dog world, there should be an alpha.
Mhm.
And when you have multiple males together, you're going to have those instances where they try to take that alpha position. And if your alpha currently is not strong enough, then yeah, they'll end up backing down. But it can also just be a stupid dog that doesn't understand when it's being reprimanded, and it continues and continues and continues. And it basically results in that alpha always whooping the beta's butt.
Right.
Mhm.
And I've seen so many people whose dogs are trained, but the dog is still the alpha in the family.
Right.
Yes.
Like the human is not really the alpha. Like
Yeah.
the dog lets the human think it's the alpha, but like it's
Mhm.
not. Whereas Sam knows that like
Oh,
you
yeah.
just even like change your tone of voice, and he is like,
I'm dying. Yeah.
Yeah.
But a coyote comes and he'll.
I have two females that just don't get along. Let them fight it out. Like, they will resolve it. Like, either one will back down or they won't, and you'll have a bigger fight, but eventually one of them is going to win.
Mhm.
But we as people have a way of personifying our animals, and we need to understand that when they fight, that is needed. If we jump in the middle of that and break it up, all we are doing is delaying the inevitable.
Yeah,
They
they
are going to
can't- yeah.
continue to bicker and fight until one of them actually wins.
Tabar.
So let 'em go.
Is not an answer.
Let them go at it.
See, Tabor, if coyotes were smart, they'd get a Hummy voice box recording.
I've heard that for the chickens, that you can put a radio like inside your chicken coop, and like birders will not go into the chicken coop because
Like
they
a
think
human.
there's a human in there.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of animals do. I mean,
Yep.
they fight until one is king.
Mhm.
And she eyeballs his food across the yard, and he's on her like stink on poop.
Blue collar president is on.
I will win. No, you won't.
He will win what?
I don't know.
What?
I'm here. You're not. You.
Does somebody want? What are you having? Like a tactical chicken bear independent sticker contest? What are we doing?
Homie, the dog whisperer.
Oh, she will win that. Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely. Blue collar president's on his way back.
And it's just, oh gosh, so many dog questions now.
I
I know. Let's see, Ryan. Probably just like a lack of experience and a lack of confidence. That's one of the things that I love most about Sam is he is confident. He's confident to the point that he is cocky. My dog is a
he's like-
cocky
When we first got
SOB.
here, he was way more of a teenager. He definitely is like,
Yeah.
totally confident now.
But
Like,
a lot
it's
of that
like,
fear is just a lack of confidence.
Right.
And you have to,
he
you have
definitely
to-
stands his
your
ground
job
right now.
as the shepherd is to get your dog to that point of confidence that they can handle a situation without you. Could you give us pointers in training? Stand firm and be consistent.
Sam just read something.
Yeah, it's over there. Just wanted to investigate. As with children, yeah, like
Yeah.
they are kind of your kids, and They do have different temperaments at different ages, and you kind of have to work with that.
Richard went to Indiana.
And this is not homie training. This is fairy training, y'all. So anyone that has issues with their dog, fairy primarily focuses on the livestock guardian dog breeds, but it can be used across the spectrum. It is a great training. They're on Mighty Networks and on Patreon. And it is, here, I'll type it.
You have to type it because it's not spelled like you sound. Well, I mean, it phonetically. Like
Faeri.
Gorgeous.
It's Faeri, right?
Faeri.
Yeah. It's not fairy like a fairy. It's Faeri. And they're not on.
They were on Facebook, but
they're not on
basically
Facebook.
Their whole page got banned because they talk about throwing buckets at your dog, which sometimes can literally be a bucket. But a lot of times it's just that like reprimanding of your dog, that escalation.
We're fading.
Because that is part of training as well. You have to escalate. You have to teach that dog that you mean business. And that they messed up big time.
You gotta play in the lights.
Good boy,
This is where
Good boy.
There's too many things plugged in.
Got my Berkey today. I'm going to start with 4 filters. Do you think that will be enough for a 3-adult household? I got the Crown 6-gallon version. Absolutely, Chris.
Oh, yeah. That's definitely.
So, yeah, the number of filters just helps with the time that it takes to filter that 6 gallons of water. But, yes, we have, I believe we have 4 in ours.
Mine holds 6, but I only keep 4 in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to keep all 6.
No. And the 4, I want to say it takes like an hour maybe.
To totally go through the whole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to totally go through the whole thing. Let there be light.
Yeah, is that better? That's about all you get. Well, I guess. Well, the other side's not. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's no stuff we can do. We'll fix it.
Bear Fact and book shipped. Getting giddy. Ha ha.
Oh, and your book? Did you get a PJ book?
Yes. Yeah,
I
we've been
just
shipping all
got a
those out.
text that we may have more PJ books coming.
Mm.
We have more PJ and like a lot more.
Yeah.
Like we finally got through with the publisher and we have a lot more books coming.
Yay.
So we can actually just put it in the store.
Small seeds.
6 gallons of Crown. What are you talking
Because
about?
it was the Crown Berkey.
Oh, 6 gallons of Crown.
Yeah.
Or 6 crowns. That's what I read it at first as, is we needed 6 crowns.
You should see the crowns she's got.
They saw, well, that night I was telling you about, I was wearing a crown. On the
Next
live.
time when we start the live, we need to have crowns.
Yes.
Yeah, y'all need your tiara.
Yeah.
Your tiara, the crown.
Officially.
I have new ones that you guys haven't seen yet, so
Oh
Mhm.
gosh.
maybe I'll get one for my anniversary. Maybe my husband should get me one for my anniversary, don't you think?
Sam's
I think I
chasing the cat.
He's fine.
It's my 25th anniversary next week, so I think that I should get a new crown,
Mm-hmm.
like with
And then
real
Sam's
jewels in it.
barking at some coyotes.
Yeah, I
Right?
don't think that's gonna happen. But hey,
Hey,
that's
you never
never.
wear jewelry.
No, I don't. I don't even have a wedding ring. Like, I would wear a crown with like
He's
real
doing
jewels in
very
it.
good.
I think I would wear it like all the
Miss
time.
Duffy, look how good
Probably
Otto's
not,
doing.
because it would like mess with my
You're doing
ponytail.
great training him.
So
Yeah.
I picked up Bear
He
a
is doing so
Davidoff
good.
cigar. It sounds fancy. I don't know
Sounds-
anything about cigars, so I don't know how good that is. But it sounds really good.
I'm sure he'll appreciate it.
shalom, PJD.
Otto,
We have to go to Tulsa soon.
I'm going to Tulsa.
And you're going to
They're
Tulsa
going.
soon.
Mhm.
Shalom,
My husband's taking me
PJD.
for a fancy steak and
Hello.
sushi, and we're going to the big city and have real food that's not
stand up,
Mexican.
stand up.
The ladies are running the show
Oh yeah.
for a little bit.
Until
about-
we get evicted.
Management
Stand up,
for
Otto.
children in times of crises, mentally strong for the youth, and protection.
management of children. Bring them up correctly, and then you won't have the problem. My daughter sent me like meme the other day, and I thought it was great. It was a little video, and it said, if you bring your children up right, you can spoil your grandchildren. If you bring your children up wrong, you'll be raising your grandchildren. And I was like, amen. And it was from my daughter who has grandchildren who she raises herself. So I was like, that is 100% true.
That's good.
So yeah, I mean, I have children and grandchildren. I have 6 children and 2.5 grandchildren. And I definitely spoil my grandchildren, even though I have grandchildren and children the same age. But yeah, there's definitely a difference in grandchildren, and I love to be able to spoil them. Spoil them, which is kind of weird since my daughter's 3 weeks younger than my grandchild, but still cool. Cannot wait to have a grandbaby without having a baby.
Remember the firm part? Yeah, that. The firm.
Don't make me get to 3.
Right. Yeah. And that's the thing. You have to build mentally strong kids. And to me, mentally strong kids come from letting them fail. Let them fail while they're in your care, while they're in your safe place. Like, make them do the hard stuff.
Of food stuff.
You know? They need to do PT that's hard. They need to do they need to do PT that's hard, and sometimes it's in the rain, and sometimes it's, you know, where moms sometimes watch kids do things and we feel bad for them, but let other people like train up your kids and see what they can do and let them rise to the level that.
Well, and kind of like going back to the dogs too, is like let them solve their own issues. Don't always step in to like fix whatever issue. No, let them.
Oh, my kids know if they come to me with a problem, like she wants to watch this show and she wants to watch that show, I go, great, turn the TV off.
Yep.
And they're like, wait, we don't, and I'm like fighting over whatever. It doesn't matter what it is. A game, a thing. I'm like, great, turn it off, go outside.
I've had toys fly out the window in the car. Like, oh, let me see it. Gone.
Oh yeah, I've thrown an iPad out the door.
Yeah, it's just
I picked it up later, but they thought it was gone.
It just
happens. Said, oh, like,
it's gone. It's just gone.
It's gone.
Well, whenever they have something also, you know, mentally, any kind of obstacle that comes up in their life, go back to the book. That's what it's there for. It's there to help you and guide you through those.
Adulting is hard. So if you make their life super easy and then all of a sudden they're adults, they will fail as adults. And then it counts. Like, it's really bad. So let them do some really hard stuff as kids. I mean, my kids, if you can talk, you can order for yourself. If you can talk, you can apologize. If you can, like, we don't mess around.
Teach them how to lose well.
Yes.
Yeah, not be sore losers too.
What is Blue Collar President doing in here?
I don't know.
And they're talking to him.
Tactically, Torah said Limp has thrown a few things out the window before.
Absolutely. I have thrown. I have had children for 25 years. I have thrown quite a few things out of car windows, house doors.
I haven't had kids for that long, and a lot of things have gone out the window.
You know what works really well too is to fall to your knees and start yelling at Yah, please help me not kill my children today.
Or whoever it may be that day.
I'm just saying, like, they should see you praying. They should see you, you know, asking the Father to like help, because they need to know. Don't keep it all secret.
No.
Sometimes you're like, I'm having a bad day and I'm crying, and
you gotta let it out.
You need to get away from me.
Yeah.
And then you love them too. I mean, they crawl in your bed, snuggle with you.
I'll help
too.
What's up, sheepdog tanker?
Amen, Loom. I love it.
Sup, peoples. My go-to is turn it off. Yep. Or I'm like, I'll pick. And y'all will end up watching some whales giving birth.
PBS special coming on.
Like, no, we don't want to watch this.
And they're like, and you will sit and watch all of it. Now, in my house, I've been a homeschooling parent for 25 years, whatever. It's my 20th year homeschooling. Like, at my house, they hate it because they come to me for something like an answer, and I'm like, I don't know, go look it up. And they're like, can you just tell us? And I'm like, nope.
Do your own research.
I don't
Shalom, Miss Lovely Dudley.
Kids would watch it. It just doesn't seem right with that pew pew is not hanging behind y'all. What's not hanging behind us?
Oh
It's
yeah,
gone?
look it down.
Oh, we have all the pew pews.
Blue
You should-
collar. Where is my gun?
Where's our pew pew? We have a lot of pew pews. Just
It's
so you
probably
know
in the
that, like,
laundry room.
there's
Oh no, it's over there. I
There's
see
this
it.
one right here.
just
You're
because
good.
we're women does not mean there are pew pews. We had
I
a
see.
women's retreat lately, and there,
Oh, you should have seen.
there
the
were more
pew-pews.
pew pews than there were women.
Oh yeah, I had 3.
Yeah.
Just by myself.
We were the most well-armed
Group of ladies.
Airbnb on
I
the
was
planet.
proud of us.
We
I
were
was
very
proud of us.
Yeah, we all of a sudden said, "Everybody, go get your guns!" And it was like
It was
every woman was like,
"Oh God!"
"Yay!" They were more excited to share what they had. We had tiaras and cute cups and pretty Bibles
Yep,
and guns.
and guns everywhere.
You need to eat your sushi before it goes back.
I will eat my sushi before it goes bad.
That'll be fun.
I got it. It's on my mind. Trust
Loom
me.
has the pics to prove it. Yes, she does. Peanut butter whiskey is flowing. I wouldn't call it flowing. Not yet,
Not
guys.
yet.
I'm here.
Peanut butter whiskey flowing. No, she was drinking salted caramel.
But it was all gone. I got like this
Yeah, she
much. There
drank
was
it
like
all.
this much left in the bottles. It was like this much. So
Not fair.
And then I'm drinking vodka and
lime and pomegranate or
sour
Apple.
apple and pomegranate.
it's actually showing.
It's actually shocking why we haven't started shooting already. Will it start this summer? Like the next
2
2 months?
It won't here.
Eddie, I have no idea.
I mean, but like
I mean, if 2020 has taught you anything, it has taught you that what you think is not fathomable, is not possible, totally is.
Yeah.
So
Well, if your neighbors know you practice shooting enough, you won't maybe ever.
well,
have to
that
shoot.
too.
I'm just
But yeah,
saying.
like I do think
TJ's coming. It'll be fine,
know.
y'all. I promise.
where's
You can
TJ?
special order your peanut butter whiskey. I order it by the case for the people
Mhm.
because I order things. That's my job.
Here, everything
Basically
comes
my
by
job.
a pallet.
It comes by the pallet.
Yeah.
It comes by the case. But yeah, a lot of times you can have if you ask at your liquor store, they can get it for you. And only buy the screwball. Don't be fooled by any other peanut butter whiskey. It's not the same.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's not. Shalom, Patty. Patty, are you going to? I think Patty's going to training tomorrow.
Oh.
I don't know if I just like outed her OPSEC.
Say hi to my hubby for me.
But yeah. Patty's taking a friend. They're going to go get trained on how to stop the bleed.
That's awesome.
Good for you.
Oh, and Nanya Beeswax is going too. Stop the bleed class tomorrow.
Exactly, thread.
Mhm.
Tread, not thread.
Tread.
I put an H in there.
Screwball is.
Make sure you're good. If you're not good, you can't worry about anything else going on. Get yourself good first.
Mhm.
And
This is not girls only, J. Johns. You are welcome anytime.
you come on with yourself.
You come on with yourself and your bacon.
Yeah.
Just saying. Anybody doesn't know, J. Johns makes the best beef
Absolutely.
bacon
The best.
ever.
Absolutely.
It is beef candy or bacon candy. What do we call it? Beef brisket
What does
candy. I
Barry
guess
think
just-
about FDA canceling flavored cigars? Now, see, this I haven't heard. I've heard that they
Oh.
were banning menthol cigarettes
Huh.
because it's the black community that
the
suffers.
ones that can't get, they don't not know computers and stuff because
No, but they all smoke
that's so
menthol.
stupid.
You know,
My mom smoked menthols and she was a white
I was gonna say
person.
I was a drug addict and smoked a whole lot of menthols.
I'm just
So-
saying these things that they're coming up with, like people don't
I
know how to
know.
find the DMV because they don't have computers. Like
But you know,
it's just
the
stupid.
Go to the
the
visitor
government
center.
has to save us all from ourselves because we're too stupid
We do like Crown
to
Royal
make our
Candy,
own
though.
decisions.
But we were talking about the Crown Berkey and Crown Royal too.
Crown. Yeah.
We definitely like the
Look
Crown.
at our crown.
So it's racist. Cigarettes are racist. Yes. Cigarettes are racist. Cigars are racist. Computers are racist.
Everything is racist.
What? Driver's licenses are racist.
Right. Yeah. Requiring
Did
voting.
you, I heard math is racist. Math.
No comments.
Bless you, Reese. And congratulations. That is not
I like that
that
curb
is
creeper.
not an easy thing. So bless you. Keep it going.
Oh, yeah. Amen.
Keep going.
Sober is not easy no matter what
Yeah.
your drug of choice was. And especially,
No matter what your addiction is.
Yeah.
Like,
no, yeah, it
It's-
doesn't matter. 31 years sober. You need to give some
Good
tips.
for you.
That's awesome. It's time to go against the
make
law
it
to
a
kill.
monthly bacon club. Yes, please, J. Johns. Please.
Oh, that would be awesome. I know I have
I'd
the recipe that
subscribe to
involves a
that.
smoker.
Can
And
I
we need a
subscribe?
smoker. We need
A
a
subscription.
camp smoker.
That's fine.
Or just a camp.
After the greenhouse.
Actually, I prefer a Camp J. Johns.
That's fine too.
We're just going to clone him.
No, we want the real one.
Oh, okay.
We want the real J. Johns. I don't want a clone of J. Johns. I mean, like, how
The
about like
bacon may not
once
be as good.
once a month we just like fly him out for a weekend, like put him to work, and then like put him back on a plane.
Okay.
I think I can get blue collar president on board with this.
Backyard prepping. Praise Yah. I am going on
Well, that was a big one.
18 years sober. So praise Yah.
Oh, that's a good question since we're women. What's
Yes.
your feelings on head coverings? Don't be looking at me because I don't have one on right now.
Nope.
I believe that they are very useful, especially if you are struggling with submission. I don't believe that they are a law, that they are not required to wear all the time, but they are assigned to the angels and they are assigned to your husband, and they are often a very good reminder to yourself that you need to stay within the right order within your household, within your life. And when I tend to not wear them often, I tend to get a little mouthy and sassy and disrespectful. And so I try very often to wear them more often. If I'm around girlfriends, I don't. But if I'm around my husband or I'm going to be around him for the day, I usually will put one on, unless I rip it off my head because I'm being too bad. So,
I think they take different forms too, because I
It
feel
doesn't
like
have to
when
be-
it doesn't have to be like
we don't believe
a
it has to
bandana,
look
it
like
has to look a certain way. No, I feel like head coverings can be pretty much anything
It's a
that's on your
symbol.
head that you feel that becomes
And
a
my
reminder.
husband walks
yeah.
up right now.
Hello.
What in the hell's going on?
We
Uh-oh.
need to turn the other lights on.
Yeah, those.
Bye, y'all.
It was fun.
Peanut butter's over here.
We might be back. There's Otto.
It's okay.
We need
Hey.
to plug that one in. I didn't plug the other side
You
in.
don't like dog. You just don't like click on.
There's not enough.
We're all
holes.
plugged.
We're out of
We're
holes.
out of plug.
We're out of holes, y'all.
We'll be talking about your holes on YouTube.
Yes, Loom, it is definitely a struggle, but I promise you, if you do it and you see the smile on their face
Yeah.
and the joy in their heart, and you will notice often a very complete change in your behavior. And it's one of those things that, like, I hate that it works so well. It's that something so simple that Yah has put in the Bible for us can work so well.
Well, it's the same with
But I
women's
enjoy
eating.
it.
It's
Yeah,
that
it's the same
It
idea.
is. It's
And
very it's the same
reminder.
thing.
Well, like Twitch had the tattoos before he ever followed Torah and had the tzitzis, and it was the same idea. It's like I want to have a public expression of this is what I follow. So it just takes different.
And for me, with like head covering, there are women who wear bun covers. There are women who are completely covering. Women who believe it needs to hang. It needs to cover the crown.
Yeah.
It needs to never show a hair.
Yeah.
There are some people who wear a headband. There are some people who wear their hair a certain way. It's between you and your head. It's between you and your husband. And And often men, my husband very specifically, the first time I brought it up was kind of like, no, why would you want to do that? Like he was very not into it because he didn't really understand. And then when I started wearing it and he saw the change in me and my attitude, he was kind of like, you can do that whenever you want. Anytime you would like, you can go ahead and do that because it just works.
Mhm.
And it's like kind of dumb. It
It's a
works.
reminder.
It's a
It's a
reminder.
reminder.
But it seems silly that we would need a headband to do that, but it just does.
It works.
Hey, you want to take over?
Well, I think it's like we're headstrong. So,
We are very-
You know, it's like the reminder bank here makes more sense.
There's a lot of
Okay.
alpha.
These 3 women are
Yeah.
alpha
Yeah.
women.
There's a
Look
lot
at
of
his face.
There's 4 ladies here. I don't
You
know what
don't
you're
count.
talking about.
You have chest
I don't know.
hair.
There's an upcoming alpha.
Ladies can have chest hairs.
There's an upcoming alpha on the other side of the camera too.
I believe it. I refuse to believe anything could tame Renee.
All right.
Yeah, no.
Tag.
At that, we're out. Out. We will not answer that question tonight. Where did my husband go? That Renee came.
Talking to Dudley.
there.
Yeah.
Well, we have to turn on the porch. I'm gonna go get the kiddos. Hello, mother.
Hello, daughter. Hello, internet. My very likeness is enough, Tavar, to cause the internet to stutter.
Oh.
Did you share this to Patreon?
Oh no, that's what I forgot.
Copy.
I knew I was missing something.
Patreon. New post. Could you go beat your new dog, not your old dog, please? By the way, it's lovely to see you. Thank you for beginning Thirsty Thursday.
You're welcome. Love you too.
I love you too.
I didn't break the internet.
Hello, child.
Hello.
How's your teeth?
Good.
Good.
Are you still alive?
Yeah, I'm over pasting a thing to Patreon. Publish now.
Can I come over?
No.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. Somebody left their phone over here. That's Mom's. All right, what are we doing? Nothing. We're doing nothing. I love it. It's my favorite something. Nothing is my favorite something to do. Shalom, Jimmy. What do you want? I want love. You need a voice. Sam sounds like this. What do you sound like? I want love. Love
Like
me.
the squeaky teenager.
Rub my
His
floppy
voice is
ears,
changing.
Dad. Love, rub my floppy ears. Oh, no, down. Good job. Good job. Oldie P, J. Johns, Mad Kelt, shalom, y'all. Trying to decide which Chef Boyardee to heat up. Duh, the overstuffed meat ravioli. Come on.
I like the minis.
Having rotator cuff surgery next week. So sorry to hear that. Should I work on garden plots or smokehouse or cellar first? Garden plots. What are you going to keep in the cellar if there's no garden plot? And smokehouse requires agriculture, which has a higher barrier to entry. So I would start with garden plots first. And then what's going to happen is you're going to get bored and or discouraged with garden plots. If you're anything like me, slightly ADD, but with a high level of execution, in which case you start the plans for the smokehouse. Then when you get pissed off at the cost of building materials, then you go ahead and, dig the root cellar. So, Rain Cat, Pamela Leesburg. Just got done rewiring the hot water heater. Prepper Dad, good job. You really want to have critters before going full smokehouse, says Jay Johnson. I agree. Alex Giles, shalom, brother.
Hello, Alice.
What's up, Weasel? Sour berry beer.
I fed potato today, so you guys won't have to poop him.
Thank you. Can you stay over there,
Stay over
please?
here, baby.
Thank you.
We're not going to the camera right now, right?
You know, if I go to see the people.
You know, keep these people, not those people, though, okay?
$100 for a sheet of plywood. That's Ridiculous. Blue collar president. Who the hell is that? Bear people. Amen. Transplanting tomatoes. Roger that. How are you, bear people? We're having dinner, so can't listen. Miss Lovely Dudley. A new dog for Jay Johns to spoil, right? That's okay. He could try spoiling a bear occasionally. That'd be fun. I need to tell my wife that. $12 for a 2x4? I'm going to buy a sawmill instead. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Hold on. I'm going to go to homedepot.com right now. Let's see. www.homedepot.com. Thank you so much for buying my lumber. 2x4. I don't want you to know my location, Home Depot. I don't want hardwood boards. I want framing lumber. So local to me, a 2x4, 2x4x8 Southern Yellow Pine is $6, which is still ridiculous. That's 2.5 times what it should be. Premium kill dried whitewood stud is $7.37. Cedar is $18 for 2x4x8. Cedar's always high, but that's ridiculous. It's $1 a foot essentially on studs right now. That's ridiculous. Unacceptable. I reject your reality and substitute my own. Seems like a good time to go into the logging business. Yeah, so lumber futures are up, way up. Like way up. Everything's way up. Corn futures are up. Soy futures are up. Wheat futures are up. Not only that, we have the continued weakening of the U.S. dollar. And so part of what you're experiencing is demand. Part of what you're experiencing is binary. So not great. Not a good time. What cigar is that? This one is the Dora the Explorer Maduro Torpedo. And it's pretty good. It came in a backpack that a monkey was carrying. And it took me a hard time to figure out what it was because the instructions were in Spanish. But I figured it out. No, it's a Man of War legend. Focus. Had a brother that dropped off 6 Man of Wars to me because he's like, hey, man, you like Man of Wars? I was ordering cigars. Here you go. And I'm like, bro, that is like commendable, man, because these are not cheap cigars. What is your new dog's name? Curb Creeper, man? Why ain't you on the Patreon? You'd have known that already. His name is Otto von Bismarck, or Otto for short. Too dark to see. Does this help? Can you see now? It's been a long day. I'm a little feisty. That, not so much. How about this? Does this help? Shut up, Otto. You're right. Sorry, Wheeze. I dropped it. Man of War. Legend. There we go. Focus. Zentekio. Bless you. If you run into a bear in the woods, do you play dead, run, or offer him a shot of whiskey? Well, that depends on what you're doing in my woods. Playing dead is just going to get you confirmed to be dead. Running probably gives you the highest likelihood of survival. And if you have a shot of whiskey to give me, but you're trespassing, it's just a matter of time before that shot of whiskey is mine. So I'm going to go with run. That's probably the best thing to do. And running, jumping, zigzagging, ducking under limbs, all a good idea. If you're running in a straight line, that's a bad idea because I've got a 3-inch box on my AR from 0 to 300. So don't run in a straight line. That's bad news. You want to zigzag like this.
Somebody bought you some Davidoff.
I saw that comment. Thank you to somebody. Who was that? Do we know? I don't know, but bless you, sir or madam, or Zer, unicorn, pony man, whatever you are.
I gotta go.
Oh man, now I'm dog sitting. What is going on around here? It was great to see you.
I got it.
Thanks for the warning. Now you know. Howd NWA Prepper, what's up, bro? That's my bro. What's up, Otto von Bismarck? Sit. Sit. Good job. Good job. Yes, please lick my arm. Curb Creeper, great answer. Just ran out of reasons. Subscription coming. Praise Yah. Bless you, brother. I appreciate that. Otto, why your ears so floppy but pointy? What's wrong with you? Identify as peanut butter whiskey. My pronouns are screwball. And Sergeant Storms enters the equation. Shalom, brother. Any idea when a boo-boo kit will be here if I ordered one the day on the launch of Patreon? They should be any time now. They've been shipping those things like cray, man. Scouting in the woods, too. And if like you legit should have seen it by now, just email the store, admin at Bear Independent. They will totally take care of it, bro. 100%. And if they don't, I will. We recently sent a kit to somebody in Canada that incurred or accrued. Well, it incurred a $120 surcharge because of VAT tax, and then accrued an additional $160 in VAT tax. So it ended up being $280 to ship a bear fac to Canada, which my people took care of. But really, like, we should do freedom things, not VAT tax things. Howlitzer bomb. Joey Jones, I will mind you. Lurker's gonna lurk, bro. About to go on a long ruck, very long. Intuitive survival. Be safe. Have fun. Make good choices. Crazy story at Kentucky Ballistics today. I haven't seen it. Fellow bladder fractured his skull with 5 brain bleeds. Okay, Brian, what's his name? Bless you. What's his name, Brian? His name is Brian as well. All right. Father Yah, we lift up Brian to you, Brian Sr., and we ask that you would just minister to him and his needs right now, that the brain bleeds would not be, they would not be a hurdle. They would not be a big deal. We pray that you would bring peace to this situation, that you would be indwelt in the moment, that you would guide the hands and the hearts and the minds of the medical professionals that are tending to this situation, that you would comfort the family, that you would be near to these people, and Father, that your spirit would move and that you would create a testimony out of this, that you would build words, that you would build people, and that you would use this for your glory. And Father, above all things, that your will would be done. We ask this, we beseech you for this in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach. Amen. You need to watch Kentucky Ballistics almost killed him. What happened? Oh, is that where his 50 cal exploded? I saw the thumbnail. I haven't watched the video yet. Don't, you know what the lesson here is? Don't let your 50 cal explode. Amen. Brian, thank you. Bless you, brother. And hey, you know, I appreciate the super chat, but you don't need to pay me for prayers. So bless you. Yeah, I saw the thumbnail. Brother, prayer always means a lot, always. So, praise the Father. Use a space 50 cal. Barrel's only rated for 1 shot. It's brutal. Don't play with old rounds. Really? Extra hot load. Wow. All right, I'll check it out. You talked me into it. Hi, babe.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm splendid.
Sound like you guys were getting Adford on the spiritual tip. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. Bless you, Brian. Carrie, bless you too.
Yep, that and dog training.
Wow.
Dog training.
Carrie, may the Father receive your father into his loving arms. Agent Smith, shalom. Yeah, should have used the 17 BMG. I agree. I didn't see NWA's good news. What was the good news?
We had to praise the silverway. It was up.
But a little praise report for you, Bear Nation. My wife has her first conversation with the transplant center for her kidney. Praise Yah. Father Yah, deliver that woman a kidney in Yeshua's name. Amen. Let it be so. Well, it's good to see you, Bear Nation. It's been a day. How's your day been?
It's been good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good.
It was kind of a blah day.
Yeah? This is the first time I've like really seen you all day today.
Yeah.
I know. And here we are talking with 285 of our closest friends.
I know.
You want me to make them go away?
No.
Talk to me. Bear, in your prayers, just pray for my family. I just got tested and have COVID. David, I will. And you're going to be fine because I said so. Chin up, bro. It's going to be good.
I only pay $1 a month. Send me scriptures. You don't have to increase. Just email us.
Broke one. You just tell us where to. Just email admin@Bear Independent, and you don't have to.
Give us your address.
You don't have
and
to.
we will mail you a copy of the scriptures.
Yep.
There's no like buy-in for that. It's just if you need one, reach out and we will provide it.
Stay hydrated, man. That was the big thing when I had it. I like it. I'm good. How are you? I'm well-ish. I mean, I'm well. Anything that I would complain about, honestly, is minute in the scale of things that matter. I'm good.
Amen.
My people are good. Businesses are good. Homestead's good. I got 2 dogs instead of 1 now, so there's that. I got a nice cigar, peanut butter whiskey in my glass.
We have 2 baby calves.
Hold on, Eddie's right. They need to give us a moment. Smooch me. Focus. Handled. Bear bar. Hey, we've thought about that, CL. Yeah, we've got biscuit and brisket.
Yep.
Yep. They heard about the calves?
Yeah. It was still daylight and she was over here, so I pointed to her at the beginning of the live stream.
And have you seen brisket since last night?
Yeah.
Okay, she's good?
Yeah.
Last time I saw them, they were standing in half a foot of water, and there was like tornado warnings and all that jazz. So I was looking out there earlier today, but I didn't see them. So yeah. I didn't look very hard. I'll say that. I looked from the porch. I didn't go down and actually look standing at the fence line. So
well, our yard was pretty soggy.
Howlitzer Bob, awesome.
Are there major differences between the scriptures and the NSRV? I
don't know a damn thing about the NSRV, but there are major differences between the scriptures and everything else. We talk about this regularly, but essentially, I have a video on this at Bear Independent. Just search Bear Independent Scriptures, and the video will pop up. It's about 15 minutes long. About why I like that translation. The first reason I like it is it preserves the name of the deity, Yahuwah or Yahuwah or Yahovah or the Yod-He Vav-He, the Tetragrammaton, the name of God. His name is not the Lord. That's a King James thing. The Lord is a title. It's not a name. And the Jews really freak out when you say Yod-He Vav-He, Yahuwah or Yahuwah or Yahweh or whatever, because they say Hashem, Adonai, El Shaddai. No man can speak the name of Yah. Yahuwah. There you go. I nailed it for you. You're welcome. But I like that Yahuwah and Yeshua or Yahushua. I am not saying there's no power in the name of Jesus, because there is. I've cast out demons in that name. But no man walked the face of the earth named Jesus Christ. There was a man who was God named Yeshua or Yahushua of Nazareth, and his name was Romanized into Jesus, and Jesus was anglicized into Jesus. And so, that being said, Jesus works. I've cast out demons in that name. I know who I'm talking about. They know who I'm talking about, and he knows who I'm talking about. But it's like if you and I had a relationship that soon became intimate, and I said, you know what? Don't call me Bear, call me T. Now that you know my name, this is my name. Yeshua HaMashiach, Dustin Hall, that's exactly right. So I like the scriptures for that because it maintains the Hebrew name of the deity. I like it also because it actually reads quite conversationally, and all of the big Hebrew names are sounded out phonetically. So you just read them in English. Oh, Melchizedek, that's his name. That's how you pronounce that. Instead of like that. I can't read Hebrew. I'm the whitest white dude that ever whited. I need to be COVID positive in order to speak Hebrew. So I like the fact that they sounded it out for me because I'm a big dumb white guy with a beard, right? And the dangly things. That's exactly Exodus 15:3. That's exactly right, right side brain. And the last reason I like the scriptures a lot is rather than translating from the existing second-hand, third-hand translations, they went all the way back to the source text as far as they could go. Rather than like working off the Septuagint again, they went as far back as they could go to get as close to the original intent of the words as written as possible. And so if we as Christians, as Christ followers, believer in Messiah, is if we are to if we believe in the inerrancy doctrine, meaning that what is written in this word is the unadulterated word of God, the word of Yahweh, of Yah, then we want to go as close to the original source text as possible. And so they did that, and I like that a lot. That's why I like the scriptures. Brian Holm, bless you. If I look south or North Dakota for Old Miner Cave, just in case the worst thing, what do you think is worse first? What are you talking about, Dana? Dana's in the wine, I think. What is the book that should be read as the truth? For me, I like the scriptures. It's the Bible. That's what we were just talking about. And people go, what's the difference between the Bible and the scriptures? Just explained it to you. I wonder if you can speak Hebrew if you're thirsty. I can't speak at all if I'm thirsty. My mouth becomes like the Gobi Desert, right? Yeah, Ryan Williamson, that's a great point. I was just talking about a brother in India about this. Praise God for such easy access to scripture that we can argue about minor issues. I agree. And this brother was saying to me, he said, isn't it incredible if you stop and think that throughout the history of man, less than 5% of human beings have had access to the written word of God? That's incredible. And so I like the scriptures, but my faith is not dependent upon the scriptures translation. I have 13 different translations, and they're all awesome. I like some more than others, but yeah, minor details, right? The same primary letters as way, truth, and life. Tavar, that's exactly right. You mean the embodiment of? I come not to destroy the Torah of the prophets, but to complete it. Play Ra'u, embody it. Matthew 5:17. Oh, I'm getting all spun up now. Jazz hands, everybody. What do I look up to find this version? It's in our store at our cost. You can also go to www.isr India Sierra Romeo-Messianic.org. Yeah, so good times. No screwball. I'm having some, what did I say? Beam tonight.
Yeah.
What's up, McMikey?
Somebody said they got another Fleming knife.
Another Fleming
Yeah,
knife?
he said, thank you, Baron family. I got another Fleming knife.
There's an owner of multiple Fleming knives?
Well, somebody bought two, and then somebody bought one.
This person has outbeared the bear. I only have one Bear Fleming knife.
Well,
I commend you, sir or madam.
Like 2 hours for them to sell, like always.
Like, and the only reason for that is because I only posted one link, not the 3 links. I thought it was quantity 3 at the one link, not 3 different links.
Yeah.
The patrons are getting pissed. They're like, it's sold out already. What's going on?
They got sent out today.
They got sent out today. Praise Yah. That's awesome. Getting the scriptures jitters.
Did Dudley leave? I saw him come up here.
Yeah.
He just got on the phone. I didn't need to
Sit over there.
Underwater Rob, bless you. I won the first one. I bought 2 more. You're awesome, man. Thank you. Links, I prefer patties. Are there verses that tell what to look for when seeking land? That's a really good question, DL.
I would bet there is. There's a lot about agriculture.
Nothing comes immediately to mind. It's more about Old Testament. There's verses that say what to do with the land when you get there and what to tolerate and not tolerate when you get there. So the original Underwater Rob, you're awesome, man. The original intent of man was to rule and subdue with Father God, with Yahweh our Elohim in the creation that he made for us. And so we live in a fallen world now. Original sin being what? Transgression of the word of Yah, right? Because there was no written Torah, there was no law when God told Eve, hey, don't eat that thing, and yet she did it. I've had 1/4 of a shot of whiskey today.
Much better than yesterday.
And I'm like, hey, y'all had me on the ropes yesterday. And I'm telling you, like, I can't formulate words. Must be the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit. But that being said, there's so much more about what to do with the land when you get there rather than what the land itself should look like. And so that, to me, gets back to the Adamic covenant. Rule and subdue the land. Go in there and rule and subdue the land. Do what the Father told you to do. What's up, Midwest? Doing the preparedness things. More and more thanks for inspiring us. Bless you, T. Garner. Whiskey stat. Cooper Orman on it.
Is that what you're drinking in that Holiday Inn cup?
Yeah. Hotel, motel. Oh my gosh. Up top. Nice. Dual heathens. No, where is the apple pie? Yoo-hoo bottle.
Yoo-hoo bottle.
There's a Yoo-hoo bottle with booze in it. What's up, Constitutional QRF?
It might have.
Oklahoma, how Texas should be. Eddie Jenny, I agree. That dog loves you, bub.
He loves anybody that has walked him.
Yeah,
Like,
I've never walked him,
Especially the person who feeds him.
but no, he really loves Bub. He's a big fan of Bub. Apple pie, Sarah Hoskins, SFBE, man.
It's the best, but I have no idea where it's at.
Oh boy, here we go.
I
No
don't
one there is.
recall seeing
Is it already starting? It's drunkenness is not spiritual. Attitude adjusted. Who's drunk? Raise your hand if you're drunk. Also, by the way, raise your hand if you just got banned by Bear. There we go. Have you seen that Matthew McConaughey wants to run for governor of Texas? No, I'm good on that. BearFac is about to be the official medkit of the toughest veterans program in North America. Let's do it, Jason Larimore. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome.
I
Like,
was just talking to him. Not talking to him, but texting him.
yeah, were you?
Yeah.
Hey, we gotta touch base on where they're at. Because if it's like reasonable drive.
Arizona, I believe.
AZ, the old AZ.
That's semi doable.
Hey, Justin Larimore, look at the screen. You looking? Look at the screen. Jason Larimore, that's his damn name. You know what I mean, bro? You.
He's the Horses and Heroes.
I know. Awesome.
Good stuff.
Get our bear fact tomorrow. You guys are awesome. Jen and Steve, you guys are awesome. I'm half asleep. Been working on the 138 anchor. I have Bush. Chad, bless you, man. Awesome. Oklahoma now a 2A sanctuary state. Yep. Oklahoma's been backstopping the Second Amendment for as long as we've lived here. Passed some really good legislation, actually. Horses and Heroes is in Montana. All right. Hey, are you looking at the screen? Jason, are you looking?
Yeah.
Bear, do you sell your bear template on Amazon? No. Does anybody else sell my bear template on Amazon? I'd like to know.
No, it's not inside.
Not out here.
I don't know what apple pie is.
What does $10 a month on Patreon consist of? You get write-ups, which frankly I've been laxing lately. You know, had some stuff going on. You get the write-ups. You get access to the $5 and up loot box raffle. You get the videos 3 times a week, the Tuesday and Thursday morning live streams, and documents as well, particularly about stacking food, which we've been laxing. So we need to produce more of those PDFs and get them up. And then you also get the PDFs when we do the when the Dance Monkeys do the like additional featured content, they go there as well. So
Bears in the bayou.
the Baru.
The bear.
Salt Lake City is planning on reducing the PD budget by $4 million and losing 59 to 5 officer positions. Don't go there. Well, Paladin, I might not be going to train their PD, although I would if they asked, and I would also probably yell at the police chief. I'm going there to train y'all. We just met with the fire department, and it was a great meeting, but they were quite shocked and impressed to find out that we teach civilians the things that we were discussing with them. They're like, really? So I could just like show up and give you money and you teach me that? I'm like, hell yeah, bro. Like, just because you have like a cool like white truck or red truck or whatever doesn't mean you have a monopoly on life-saving capability. So you can block someone on YouTube, but they can still subscribe. That seems stupid. I agree. Bruce Jenner running for governor here in California. So yeah, relocation. Civilians need to know the things. I agree.
You are your own first responder.
Kentucky is starting to lose police, mainly in Louisville. Yeah, who'd have thought? Every week I ask when you're coming out with an AR-toting Bear Independent flag, so here I go again. When are you coming out with an AR-toting Bear Independent flag? Gronder, I appreciate you, brother. I'm just let's remove me and my opinions from this scenario and just look at the course of action that you're in here. Every week you ask this. Have you received an answer? So the definition of insanity is what? Doing the same things and expecting a different outcome. I really, bro, I appreciate you, but let's look at our life choices here. No, I'm not doing that. That's not happening. And me, like, I'm so bad at being pushed into a corner that now, even if I thought it was a good idea to make that flag, I will never, ever make that flag. So,
well, we're not really flag people either.
We have 2 make us flags. How many more flags do we need?
I want to make a flag too.
Yeah.
You are so
I have
cool.
a double-sided
But that's
make
enough
us flag.
flags.
As
Like,
do
that's
I.
all the flags we need. is
My
the two
my
make
son-in-law
us
just makes all the flags.
My whole office at the studio is filled with flags.
You know how many times we've heard the story of the flag?
I bet it's been a lot. Just saying. I'm flying my all-black American flag. Well, there you go. So an interview with Bruce Jenner where he said being a Republican was more difficult than being a trans.
Well,
You know why? Because when
Maybe
you're
in
trans,
California.
you're still a dude in a dress and makeup. Now, I understand that he had some rerouting of the pipes done, but you know what? You're still a dude in a dress and makeup. And he created them in his image. Man and woman, he created them. I just, I actually had to get my brain tickled today for a COVID test so that my surgeon, no, it was not fun at all. And I looked at the,
Did you get your implant?
Your freaky brain?
yeah, there was definitely a small microchip on the end of the swab. And I looked at the nurse and I said, Sarah, if you ever do that to me again, I'm going to punch you in the face. And she giggled and I was like, I'm not kidding. Never do that to me again.
I got one of those flu swab things one time, and they came back in and said it was like inconclusive, and they had to do it again. And I was like, no.
No, that's how
No.
you Spartan kick somebody through a wall. It was terrible. It was the word. Dr. Trevor Wilkins. Shalom. Let's plant food and flag. I like that, Scott and Christy. Good job. There are only 2 genders, period. I agree. There's only 2 genders, and only one of them can have a period, by the way. Just so we're all on the same page here. I understand that I might have a mental disorder for the current, what's that thing called? The DSM?
You're teaching these people so much.
You got a lot of disorders tonight.
I've been going since 7 a.m., woman. 14-hour day. Everybody's like, I want to be Bear. Bear, how do you do it all? You just ruthlessly effing execute on everything all the time, always, and then go, I wonder why my quality of life is questionable
And then you have
occasionally.
people who are like, what's up with this and what's up with that?
Yeah.
Can you look at this and can you look at that?
How come you don't have an AR bear flag yet? I'm like, ah! We'll push you off a tall building, Grondor Hall. In love. Always in love. But, you know.
Seth Graves, only freeze-dried Skittles will ever be available.
Oh, hey, microchips don't work when you're wearing a tin hat.
Nobody bought that yet.
I know, it's in the store.
I know, there's a bunch of people talking shit. They're like, I'd totally buy it. Prove it.
Right.
5,001 is my bid. Well, it's up there for $5,000.
If
Prove
you
it.
could douse him in peace and calming, it wouldn't work.
It would set on fire. And I'd be fine. I would be a flaming bear man.
I have
Super
a
peaceful. Yeah, Travis Martin. It's a maybe, right? What's up, Christ is the answer. Wait, people sleep. That's lame and a waste of time. There you go. What are they in the store now?
No, but they're the
No,
only
we can't sell
only
them.
food storage item that would probably ever be in the store.
You should put them in a little
Harmony
tiny crack baggie, 5 for $5.
sold a solo cup.
I told
for
you I
$5.
sold a solo cup of milk duds for $5. It's like, I'm your hookup girl.
Hey,
I got your milk duds.
the Davalier Forge. I met this person in person. They were awesome in Indy, but I can't pronounce their name. The Davalier Forge and Woodcraft. November Forge and Woodcraft said, hey, is there any codes in the store for refuge today? I don't know. Are there?
Pretty sure Code Mouse always works.
Pretty sure Code Mouse always works. What does
Yeah.
Code Mouse do?
It is
It's a pretty good code.
I think it's 10 or 15.
Bovine OBGYN. Yeah,
Let me check.
I've heard that too.
You check
And I met Bovine OBGYN as well. What is the effective range of an excuse? Pretty sure I learned that from you. Well, I learned it from Pastor Joe, and it's 0 meters, sir.
Something what in the store?
I saw that.
Jason Foe is a very patient man. He has to deal with.
What? What?
I need a haircut. I want to buy a folding stock for my
Very
AR-15.
patient.
What's your opinion on those fits in the backpack? I have one. It's garbage, and it wasn't the cheap one. It was $175, and I hate it because here's what happens. When you shoulder that sucker like this, which you should, there's enough play in the plate that it misaligns the buffer tube so that sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes when you squeeze the trigger, the bolt carry group comes back into the buffer tube, but doesn't go forward again because it's being pinched. So you go ba ba ba, and then you have to do one of these with the gun, and then the bolt slides forward, strips another round, ba ba ba, ba 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 ba. It sucks. It's cutesy. It sucks. I was very underimpressed with it. And I'm going to take it, I'm going to melt it down and turn it into a projectile that I'm going to use my railgun to launch, because those things are actually badass rather than AR folding stocks. Get a SIG MPX if you want a folding stock, an AR 180, AR 18,
No, I didn't.
or an AK. So
Did you see Tabor? What are you smoking, drinking? What's the best gun? Where should I move to? Are you Jewish?
Tavar,
Metal?
hey Tavar, look at the screen. Are you looking at the screen? That's for you.
What up?
No, I love Tabor. He's just being an a-hole. That's good. That's how you know you're loved.
Get it all on the table.
Let's just get it all. Let's just get all.
Put it all out there.
Tabar helped us out with some freedom. Not super happy with my SIG 365 XL. You mean that striker fired polymer frame pistols?
Somebody really likes me.
Whoa,
Jason.
1,000 rounds of 5.56, 750. What?
He's the guy from the Horses and Heroes. I was just texting him.
Still, 1,000 rounds of 7.62 39 for 400 is not a good price. I got 2,000 rounds for less than 400 the last time I bought AK ammo. Now, granted, that was before the world lost its collective shiza. Whiskey me. I can't believe you're engaging in drunkenness and you call yourself a Chris. Shut up.
I know.
No cheap folders needed on space guns.
Good job.
You know, the one with the cheap folder still performed better than the space gun. That would be a great video. Cheap folder versus space gun. Which one will fail first?
Space gun. That's like a rod versus.
I'm crying in tracer money. So about this rail gun, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go walk the dog.
Okay. Ruger has a nice folding stock for its Mini 14. I did a Patreon video about the Mini 14. I like the Mini 14. I don't love the Mini 14, and I only think it's a viable replacement for the AR-15 if you live in a state that doesn't understand what freedom is. $130 for 580 rounds of 7.62 39. Eddie, send me that link. I'm in. I got 5 on it. Got honey snicked on the stick doing push-ups now. There you go. Hey, babe. Can you put some ice in this glass for me, please? You're not babe.
I'm not babe.
You're
but
Renee.
I'm an ice person.
Thank you. What cigar is that? Did my order ship yet? Were you in the military? Why did you cut your beard? What are you drinking? Has my order shipped yet? How many people live there? What's your favorite verse? Oh, Dr. Trev. So many hammer fists for you.
He asked all those questions.
He did. All of them.
Why do you have a Holiday Inn Express?
Because that's how I roll.
Hey, he stayed at Holiday Inn Express last night.
That's how you know I'm gangsta.
You can use the Drunk Wives Matter cup.
Drunk wives matter. They do for certain things. One, post the refuse link, please. www.refuse.medical.com. Copy.
Here, what is your talk to me, Torah? You're banned from the live stream.
You asshole.
What did it say? What's your address?
Oh, you got some turkey eggs.
I don't know. I just grabbed eggs. Are the big ones the turkey eggs?
You forgot, are you Jewish, and thoughts on the 300 Win Mag? That's correct. Also, Bear, should I buy X pistol? There you go. Daewoo K2 for SHTF. Hunter Kirk, why not, bro? Why not?
Address is 1, 2, none of your business. 1, none of your business.
All right, so we need to like set up a shot where I'm like on a battlefield in a military uniform, smoking a cigar, drinking whiskey, wearing a Jewish prayer shawl
And a yarmulke.
with a copy of the Talmud under one arm. What else am I?
Circle with a line through it. Like
What else? And with various different polymer framed striker fired 9mm pistols strapped to my belt, and a 300 Win Mag across my back. We
can make that happen.
There we go. For a pack gun, just get a Draco AK pistol. Oh, if only my brother was here right now.
Somebody said then make it a flag.
Perfect. Oh, score tech. Perfect. That is perfect. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah, with a CIA FBI badge. Perfect.
And somebody said, then make it a flag.
Yeah. Perfect. That is perfect. With a brain bucket. JK Iron Man. Shalom, brother, from Hilton Head. Nice.
They're just
all right.
You now.
Holding a steel chainsaw. Right?
Steel
Brian, so I've run various different types of AKs. Currently, I have a Palmetto, and I'm really quite impressed with it. For everybody that loves to just poo all over Palmetto, they should really run their platforms. I don't own a Palmetto platform that I don't love. They're really, really good.
Life is now complete. I've been legit flashed by Bear.
cap and ball is the best SHTF weapon out there. Maybe.
A full semi-auto bolt action
Uh-huh. It takes a 30 caliber clipazine.
with a tactical chicken pouch.
Yeah, so I've run Zastavas and gosh, what's that? Another company. Anyway, yeah, I've run several different types of AKs. I really like the Palmetto AK. What do you think of the Just Right Takedown Carbine? Yeah, I've run Wassers. I have no idea what that is, Hawk and 80, so... Nice. Very sad to see so many guns around. Me too. Moment of silence for all the dead guns.
I got a massage roll in the fridge too.
Sean had a dentist.
Oh.
He's all like, how did we not know we went to Fort Smith?
DL, mine's not a man portable railgun. It's mounted on my 76,000 ton displacement Coast Guard cutter attack helicopter hovercraft. It's a real thing. Don't ask.
Powered by a mini nuclear.
Yeah, if you have to ask, you don't know. You don't know. Barristan is much safer now. All right, bayonets on the 300 mag. You're right. Had a chance to pick up a Russian SVD, but couldn't get the cash together. You know, I like the SVD for what it is. I do. But what are you're going to shoot Russian 30-06 through it, 7.62 54 rimmed. And not that it's not match ammo. And I got an AR-10 that costs less than an SVD does, that shoots Privy Partisan 168s boat tail hollow points into a 5-round group at 100 that you could cover with a quarter. What's up, Seve? Creepy Joe says nobody needs a 100-round mag. He needs a 100-round mag. He does. He's never held one before. He needs one. Ever have a bear encounter? Of course I've had a bear encounter. So when I lived in upstate New York and I cut timber for a living, I get a bunch of rich assholes from New York City who'd come out, and they'd owned houses in upstate New York. And so I would sell them firewood, and I was like the only person that would give them the time of day. Not that I liked them, but I wanted the money that they had to spend. And so I'd talk to them, and then oftentimes I would get phone calls, frantic phone calls from these people, usually Saturday mornings, because they'd come up Friday, they'd settle into the house, and then Friday or Saturday morning they'd wake up because they'd hear like on the side of their house, and they're like, WTF is that? And then they go outside and look, and there's a black bear on the roof because these a-holes hung hummingbird feeders all over the place, which is essentially bear crack. It's sugar water. And so these bears would climb up the side of their house.
Like, do they not,
no. These dum-dums didn't do that. So these bears would climb up on top of their house, and then they'd call the cops, and the cops would say, call NCON, Environmental Conservation. And Environmental Conservation would say, call the state troopers, and the state troopers would say, call the cops. And they'd go in this big circle until they figured out, oh, we know a guy, we know the firewood guy. And so then they'd call me, they'd be like, hey, yeah, this is Mordecai. Yes, Mordecai Horowitz. Yes, you dropped our wood off last weekend. There's a bear on our roof. Can you come here and shoot it? No, this is New York. They have seasons on those things, and I don't want the $5,000 fine that comes from shooting your bear. So, but I would come over and like throw things at the bear on the roof to make it leave, to which like I became a hero to these people, that I would stand in the driveway and throw things at the black bear.
You would face the bear.
Now, if the bear had come down and attacked me, then I would have killed it. But anyway, bear, we are under contract. Loof, praise y'all. That's awesome.
Really?
That is awesome.
Their first showing. Put in.
They're in North Texas, bro. It's a hot market. That is awesome. And then I was at a lake in eastern Oklahoma, southeastern Oklahoma, and I heard what it sounds like when something is walking through the woods, in the dry woods, leaves crackling, twigs snapping, but slowly, methodically. And I was fishing, and I looked to my left. This was just after the Oklahoma Department of Conservation told the people that I was with at a hunter safety class that there were no bears in Oklahoma. I looked to my left, and 50 yards away from me on the left, this big old sow of a black bear comes walking out of the woods, comes right down to the lake. I looked over like this, and she looked over like this, and I looked at her, and she looked at me, and I said, "Sup?" And that bear went, and she turned left, and I turned right, and we walked away from each other, and so you know what? You can have it. So
She had a bear sighting.
she had a bear sighting. That is correct. So
Really good thing, babe.
you're welcome. Oh, Ogie's boss. That sucks. Bear hit and killed in the Washita. What do you recommend for after dark pest control at 50 to 100 yards? A good light on the weapon of your choice. I would show them to you, but YouTube absolutely despises when you show firearms on camera.
But you can show them a light.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if it's not attached to a weapon.
All right, you gotta do it.
Got it. All over it. I shook a bear's hand once. Does that count? It sure does, brother. It sure does.
That's how Indy was.
Indy was great. Indy was an awesome class. Really good people there. Training was top notch. Got to witness to a couple of people. In fact, if you were in the afternoon class, I apologize that I wasn't in there as much as I air quote should have been, but there was some serious conversation that had to happen. It's a good time.
Savvy, why are you crushing my head? We're talking to Ariana. We have special signs for special people.
A lot of people in Indy sit in the back of the trucks watching adult films.
Code words y'all aren't privy to.
Savvy, you have to come to
Ariana.
Women's Retreat to
Olite
understand.
Odin. Yeah, I've got a bunch of Olite Odins, and let's be frank. Olite can kiss my ass with the way they name their lights. It is the dumbest shit. I cannot remember. Is this an Odin or a Valkyrie, or is it a Thor, or is it? Is this one the which one is this? This is the
warrior gets hot.
the Captain America model. No, this is the Wolverine model. Oh no, it's Storm. Oh, now we're into 90s X-Men characters. How did that happen? I don't know, because you don't put a model number on the side of your effing flashlight. Just saying. An Odin Mini, right? What does that mean? I don't know.
It would be like bare fact, bare minimum. People are like, what's a bare min? Bare minimum. Like it's the minimum you need to carry. To be like little light, bigger light, really, really big light.
Why was that comment even hitting? Asians like European mythology.
No.
Are you watching Torah porn? Yes, on the back of my pickup truck, for sure. Hi, Dana knows gun safety.
He does not like the thumbs down tonight.
Come here and walk into my fist. There you go. Oh, man.
I see that you're eating some sushi.
Got to get my flux from Savvy
Big
Actual.
little eater.
Unjustifiably late. Cracky homesteader.
You want
It's all good.
please?
Valkyrie 2 Mini P Addiction Green Dot XL. Right, see?
What kind are they?
What does that mean?
Oh, sunflower seed.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll take it.
But
Get with it, Bear. Come at me tactically, Torah. I will light you up. Bare minimum, quart of peanut butter whiskey and a good cigar. I agree. I have almost a Jack Gang.
Jay Morris. Woo.
I have a Bear Fact and a Man of War Quarter screwball.
Like the scent.
She needs beef bacon, but we don't have a J. John's. We decided that as a monthly expense, we should fly J. John's in to make us.
They're
bacon.
really small.
I'm on board.
Okay, I figured you would.
Let's make this happen.
I know.
Bear, what is the ideal weight for a plate carrier all set up, considering level 2 plus armor? Brian, that totally depends. How big are you? How well trained are you? How's your conditioning?
Because I did that and then
I wore my armor for a half a day recently, like my full comprehensive armor, 10 mags, day pack, IFAC, water bladder, the whole nine. It's 38 pounds. And bro, 4 days in that plate, or 4 hours in that plate carrier. It was nice to take it off. I'll just put it that way. So, yeah, 60 pounds on your plate carrier is too much for sure. I would go for a half of that max. 6'1", 200. 60 pounds is too much, man.
Dustin, you need beef bacon. D.L. Hemingway
does
going
he
to
need to start eating rice and rice?
Yes, he is. Payola. I just fit 28 pounds of spaghetti in a bucket trying to get to my 30. Seth, you can't get that much pasta in a bucket, man. You can't do it.
You gotta do that with rice.
Yeah,
That's a rice.
you can't do it. Like 25 is a good amount for a bucket. I absolve you of your 30-pound responsibility.
28. He must have like lined that stuff up to get.
Yeah, he must.
Spaghetti in a bucket. Like,
It's
that was
like perfect geometry.
Yeah.
They like put the bucket on its side.
Because normally it's like 20, 22.
Yeah.
Like in a bucket of pasta.
So watch me, bro. I would if you'd make a damn video about it. So
Yeah, it was in a little shell though. So I have to weigh it over.
women think me don't know what it's like to take off a bra. Body armor for 8 hours is the same. I agree.
I
agree
with that. But you don't wear
completely.
body armor. Most of you don't wear body armor every day.
Most of y'all don't wear bras every day.
No,
I'm the only one that really
in the
does.
real world, people do.
Camp women is
We are
like
strong and broad.
it's kind of like a voluntary thing, and we don't care.
Either. We don't wear makeup.
Good. I love you all the way you are.
They inspired my wife to do the same.
Y'all knew what he was
Very
doing
similar.
when he made those things.
Mom, can I make a little chick-holder thing?
Yeah.
You also can't get more than 32 pounds of rice or beans in a 5-gallon bucket. No, you cannot. 32 is a lot to get.
Yep. This devolved instantly. Do you ever carry a get home bag? All the time. And so I have a large bag that I travel with. Like for example, when I go to Indy, I have a large bag that I travel with, and like for doing business and stuff. And it is set up more as a get home bag than a place to keep my clean clothes and my toothbrush. There's more capability for if I had to walk home from Indianapolis than there is for I have to meet an executive tomorrow. For real, that's the way it's set up.
Is that what this one is?
Hey,
With
Phil,
peanut
what's
butter
it-
whiskey in it?
Yes, it also has peanut butter whiskey in it.
Mine doesn't have peanut butter whiskey in it.
Sorry, I'm texting SK.
SK, how's she doing?
They're good. They were live tonight too.
Were they?
They were live
Yeah.
right before we went live.
You can easily get 30 pounds of wheat in a bucket. And so here's the other thing too. Not all 5-gallon buckets are equal. They're like, they range anywhere from 4.5 to 5.5 gallons marketed as a 5-gallon bucket. So on the taller 5-gallon buckets, you can get 32, 33 pounds in a bucket. The shorter ones, forget it. You're lucky to get 25.
But it also depends on your Mylar, because Mylar 5 gallons are the same way.
Yep.
You
For
can
sure.
get Mylar 5 gallons that are super short, and then Mylar 5 gallons that like literally overtake the bucket because
For
there's
sure.
so much left after
For
you've
sure.
got 30
You're
pounds.
absolutely correct.
That's just what I learned about a 2x4, that it's not a
Yeah.
2x4.
No, it's an inch and a half by
3.5.
4, 3.5.
Inch and a half by 3 5/8.
The guy at the lumber store was arguing with me about it.
You should have punched him in the face.
Because he was
I
trying to
I
ask for like a
I
one.
need a 2x3, or I need a 1x3. We don't have 1x3s. I have a 3/4 by 2.5.
Okay.
He goes, what does it say in the computer? And he goes, 1 by 3. And he was like, I want that.
I must have 6-gallon buckets then.
If your Mylar is way bigger, just seal it smaller. Shove it in.
Yep.
Get the air out.
Seal it smaller.
No bras and hashtag shove it in. These are
Yeah,
completely unrelated.
6-gallon buckets.
What are you talking about?
I don't know, but you can get 6.
SFC.
Oh, Lord.
Dr. Trevor, I may or may not have slight anger issues. Don't judge me, bro.
I do not have that.
You could just quote it. You should have punched him in the face. I'm just saying, you should. That is a striking offense.
That has the trash partner. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want the massage roll?
But yeah, there are definitely 6-gallon buckets. And
Home
square
Depot
buckets are
got
often
sued
4-gallon buckets.
Over 4x4 being 3.5 by 3.5. Did they really? That's awesome.
Home Depot got sued because the 4x4 being 3.5 by 3.5. Doesn't everybody know that?
Apparently
You
not.
don't know that. You're dumb.
I was like, I know that, and I know nothing about
Also,
construction.
if you drop hot coffee on your genitalia, you will get bazillion dollars.
Yep.
Well, I'm not trying it because I just, get paid.
I got nothing to lose at this
I
point.
work hard and I get paid to do it. Like,
I prescribe throat punches regularly. I love this. That's my kind of doctor right
I like
there.
his prescription.
Don't forget to diatomaceous earth, people. And lost the lawsuit. Really? Yeah. All right. This is fine. I'm going to walk into Home Depot tomorrow and own that place.
A little snack,
No, I'm eating this right now.
Well, thank you.
Dad.
What is this?
I'm in, Trevor. I'm making a new bag, apparently.
It's a bucket.
I do those things now.
You
I'm like
try
your other brain.
build it really good.
I don't.
ABT's, it's ABT and I. It's a collab.
Like chew.
Don't give me that look. Stop with the face.
What are we collabing on?
We're making a new bag.
No, I heard that part.
Is it 'cause I
What
broke
kind of
it?
bag
It
is
is a
it?
mental health reset bag.
So there's boxing gloves, whiskey,
Not yours.
No, it's
cigars.
alcohol, cigars, and a link to the Mindset Squad, a lighter, and a video of him yelling at you.
Hell yeah. I love it. Mindset Squad rocks. Sam's like, hey, Dad, there's beer in the way, but I really don't care because I'm happy.
Canuck wants to know who's old enough to have worked with a real 2x4.
I've worked with real 2x4s.
Mhm. I heard you got hit with a real 2x4.
No, well.
No, it was a fake 2x4, but I did get hit in the effing face with one. Thanks to my lovely, talented helpmate over here.
That's me.
Mom, can I
That's
watch
my
it?
job.
That story.
When he gets out of line, I just smack him with a 2x4.
Mom, can
And
I
that's
With
watch
your
Sam?
head covering on.
to this day why I don't
Mom, can I watch
Cut.
Sam?
cut wood for you.
That's what I do for Renee.
That's
Hi, Sam.
2x4?
Dad, can I watch
Look at the
Sam?
difference in the size of this dog versus Otto.
Okay,
You
he's
look-
not grown like dramatically.
You
He
won't-
was
you
sitting
just-
in front of Renee, and I almost couldn't see Renee.
No, it's not that he has.
And I'm not little.
He's not grown. It's that now that there's a normal sized dog to compare him to, you're like, holy crap.
Right?
He
His
is
head
that
seems
big.
like
Look at the
enormous.
size of his head compared to Harmony's head.
He's my baby.
I know, but look at him. It's
Earlier
like,
we noticed that his head is bigger than potato.
I know.
His
whole head.
And he's awesome. Aren't
He
you,
is
Sam? Look, you just put your hand right in here. He's like, Dad.
He
Don't
does
do
not
that, Dad.
appreciate the Otto.
I know he doesn't.
Can stretch out his jowls.
Sam, you're a good boy.
He is.
Sam is a good boy.
And I just got
Did you lose a shoe?
You lost your flippies? High speed extra drag.
I'm
Right,
gonna
there
brush
you go.
Sam's butt.
You're a great dog, Sam.
Yeah.
You are. You really are. You're like becoming a man now, you know?
He is.
You're like an annoying little brother. Yeah. Killed some things. Had a girlfriend once.
Once.
Chased
He's
her
coming
around.
back.
Is she? We're up
Yeah.
to 3 dogs now?
We will be at
Because Limp sold their house? Yay. No, I'm glad they sold their house.
For
But
$5,000 over asking.
that's great.
He doesn't want to be rushed.
That's great.
Uh-uh.
Also, I think it's great that Sam gets a girlfriend. I do like gossip. I'm just giving you a hard time. Good job, Sam. I like it also when you come home covered in blood and none of it's yours, because that's
Finley,
awesome.
I would not reopen. Basically, did Mylar without DE and didn't freeze. Does he need to open them and redo them? No, because if you cut them open, you.
No, don't do that.
Mommy, he has a big
There's more
one
protein in
tiny-
his than others.
Remember last year when he got one
Yeah.
and he didn't like us to touch it?
But how?
Sam the Defender.
Blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Run away.
I wanna go.
9:41 already. What's going on around here?
Really
Yeah.
good.
You started late. You started.
What is that, the
we didn't-
Massard roll?
You probably gonna have to put in the fridge.
No, I'm in.
Really?
I'm in
That's
the
cool.
front, so I need the way.
That's something Dawson needs to come home covered in coyote blood. Yeah, it's a rite of passage.
And being in the London.
Mylar and O2 is just fine. 5mm, 7mm,
You know-
doesn't matter.
I love y'all, but you make it difficult to smoke cigars.
Trash bag in a thing is fine. Like,
Them, because I got to talk. No, I do love them. I'm just giving them a hard time.
Oh.
That's, and this is something we should talk about. If somebody gives you a hard time, lean into it. That means they like you. If they don't give you the time of day, if they don't talk to you at all, they don't like you. So there's certain personality types where you're like, oh, they're being mean. No, they're not. They're paying attention to you, and the only attention they have to pay is like barely above negative attention. Take it. Wear it as a badge of honor that we, folks like that, the alpha types, are paying any attention to you at all. That's good. That's good stuff. You see this a lot
It
of
is
like
good stuff.
on a job site. For real. It's like if you catch a ration of shit every day on a job site, that means that somebody likes you. If nobody talks to you at all, you're that guy. You're that guy. You don't want to be that guy. So,
Don't be that guy.
bones.
Hashtag
Truth.
info.
What?
He's
He's like, whoa, no, I don't know what you're talking about. Hashtag shut up, though.
It is.
My girlfriend doesn't text me back for 2 or 3 days. What does that mean? It means you need a new girlfriend, brother.
Nah, I mean,
Chad, I got you, man.
She could
like
be
when
very
you're
independent.
busy
I got
or
you,
when
brother.
I'm busy, like,
2 or 3 days.
Garen. What's
I
up,
mean-
Garen?
but is she like legitimately, or is she writing him once and he's just saying like once isn't enough and he needs more? Because when we're both busy, like we might only talk like text once or twice a day.
Yeah, but you're not my girlfriend.
Yeah.
So that's the first difference. Next
That's
is,
where you sleep.
yeah, I know where you sleep, and vice versa. No.
She got a new number. That's
Even
not good.
even if
She
I
ain't
feel
your
like we're,
girlfriend no
I
more.
feel like we're
She got
getting
a
trolled
new
right
number.
now. But even if, okay, yeah, everything's solid, but she only texts you back every 2 to 3 days. Well, he clearly needs more than that. Get a new girlfriend.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Or have you told her? Like,
Does she know
hey,
she's your girlfriend?
Hey, what's up?
Not before. Where
We
somebody
forgot to
thought
ask,
I
does
was
she
their
work on the
girlfriend,
ship?
and I was like, I'm not your girlfriend. And they were like, yeah, you are.
consent.
It was an awkward conversation.
So you
Yeah.
don't just want consent, you want enthusiastic consent.
What's up,
Yeah.
Rusty?
I like that. And somebody said, you don't just want consent, you want enthusiastic consent. You want participation.
Yes, that's exactly it. I don't want you to like have to acquiesce to my brutality.
Right.
I want you to enjoy it.
Enthusiastic participation
That's right.
in this
Uh,
relationship.
Of course, Cami 500. We absolutely do that.
Doesn't mean you're the
I don't even know the source of it.
I saw a comment, but I lost it. I can't remember. Got my first bear fact from you, and all I can say is you ain't lying when you say it's the best IFAC in America. Blake, bless you all, man.
We appreciate that. Leave us a review.
Please
We
and
need
thank you.
reviews,
Please and
people.
thank you, she says. Leave us a
Please.
review.
Please and thank you.
Bear, oh my gosh, your hands are so big. Yes, they are. I love getting that comment. I got my bear.
I'm
But
just saying, relative to like my hand,
Is your hand bigger than your face, babe?
Nice try though.
Like he's never heard that joke before.
I did this on a video earlier.
She said,
Full size Glock. It's hot. Glock 17.
Don't touch it.
Hold on. I'll just
Unhot it.
unhot it.
It's
There,
not
it's
so
clear.
hot now.
Okay, full size. There you go. Bear, how big are your hands? They're that big.
They're Glock big.
They're Glock big. I wear size XL gloves, plus, which I then get wet and then wear dry, and then they fit-ish. So, that Glock, Joy Jones.
can you tell them what you used to tell me all the time like a year ago? It's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be
Lil.
okay.
Just breathe.
We living okay.
We now live in
Just
it's gonna be okay.
breathe.
Literally to live in
Okay.
okay.
Hey, so here's the deal. I got some EMDR done, which is awesome. Blinky lights for if you've had traumatic experiences in your life, which I have. I've had multiple. And I was getting to the point where I thought it was a great idea to take this file and shove it in people's heads every day. And so I went at the behest of a good friend of mine, Dr. Trevor Wilkins. I went and saw a guy and had some blinky light stuff, EMDR, eye movement desensitization reprogramming done. And it works. And one of the things that the therapist said to me afterwards when I had this done, and I'm telling you this not because I want your sympathy, but because I want you to know if you're some hard-ass, hard-charging MFer out there that's like your life is falling apart, it's okay. There is hope for you. The guy said to me afterwards, he said, "You're okay now." And that become like a mantra to me. You're okay now. You're okay now. And so when you put things in context, it's like, yeah, I am. You're okay now. So, Lumph, you're okay now.
Mm-hmm.
Take a breath.
Quit worrying.
Take a pause. Talk to the Father. You're okay now. So,
Yah's got you.
Scary to make that first step, but once you do and you're in God's plan, there's a peace.
you're okay now. So, find the arc side, DL. It's going to be okay.
Had that same revelation.
Yep.
Yep. Mine was a little bit different than yours. Didn't need the lights and all that stuff. All I had to do was move out of New Jersey and stop truck driving. So that
Come out of her.
yep, that's pretty much it. No more wanting to stab people in the face or run them off the road with the truck.
Or run them off the road.
Yes. Shalom, everyone.
Shalom, brother.
From behind the camera.
From behind the scenes. Y'all said
Very
you,
porch.
y'all said you wanted behind the scenes. It turns out it's just Dudley over there.
He's usually behind the camera.
He is.
Usually,
That's,
he's
yeah.
behind the camera.
That's what he's doing.
Good.
You're okay now. So, and here's the other thing too, tactically, Tori. Like, you guys are fixing the coup hemp. Come out over my people. And what's so cool is you are surrounded by living testimony that it works. Like, the Father has proven how much he cares for each of us so many times, to where it's like, if you just make that leap, man, like everybody I know is from somewhere else. Everybody I know is from somewhere else. Like, I know that's an exaggeration. I know a handful of people from this area, but the vast majority of people that I know and that I fellowship with are from somewhere else, and they made the jump. They made the jump. And, you know, and that's not taking anything away from the people that were here to begin with, because think about the pathway that they've been preparing for us who are here now. As if that's not important. It absolutely is. So there's a lot of value in that too. But everybody I know, asterisk, is from somewhere else. I got New Jersey. I got West Texas. I got Florida. I got North Texas. Lots of folks. People from other parts of Oklahoma.
So we got Florida people coming next week.
We got Florida people coming next week. Right? So, taking a leap of faith, man. Just do it. Just jump.
There's a great video out there called Jump.
Is
Remember that whatchamacallit?
By Van Halen?
No.
Oh.
Might as well jump. I can't think of his name right now.
Go ahead,
jump. Yeah. What's his name? The guy who does the Family Feud. Black
funny guy.
Funny.
Steve
Harvey.
Steve Harvey.
Yes.
It's called Jump. It's awesome.
It's called Jump.
Thank you for yelling in my ear. I appreciate
And
that.
he talks about taking that leap and that
Bless you,
you're
Scott.
never going to know your true potential unless you jump. And that's not to say that the first time you jump, your parachute doesn't open and you go crashing and you get bumps and bruises and maybe a few broken bones, but then you jump again and your parachute will open. And I love that video. Like,
and
I love it.
Being straight up, life has kicked the shit out of me better than Dudley ever could. And like, he's a professional at it. That's his job. Like, for real. Okay, cool. You know the best way to learn to swim? And this is literally how I learned to swim. My aunt at 3 years old, picked me up and threw me into the deep end of a pool. And I figured it out. I'm a pretty damn good swimmer now. Right? Like, same thing with business. I don't have a degree. I started my first business because my dad left my house and my mom was on strike with the phone company, and the phone company was paying like peanuts per week. I think it was $100 per week through the union, and there was a house full of kids and no money. So I started cutting timber. I didn't know shit about business. I knew nothing. I had a $200 Poulan Pro chainsaw and a $500 1984 Ford Ranger 2.3 4-cylinder with a 5-speed that some maniac had put a 1-ton posi rear in the back of. And I started cutting timber. And I figured out real quick that, hey, businesses have to make money. I have to earn more money than I spend. And I did it, and I did it, and I did it. And I figured out if I could have more trucks with more guys cutting more wood, I could make more money. Oh, it turns out that's called a crew. That's called expansion. And that these things happen where you have what's called a diminishing return on investment and so forth and so on. And I just did it. Just executed. Brutally executed. Nobody taught me that. I taught myself that. Nobody showed me that. I had to get it done. And life has kicked the ever-loving shit out of me since the day I was born. Good. Not looking for sympathy at all. If you're looking for sympathy, you can find it between shit and syphilis in the dictionary. Go execute. Right? And so
you put things in such colorful ways.
I know.
Yeah, I have a way with words, I've been told.
It's like you talk to the internet for a living.
It's like I talk to the internet for a living. But you learn by doing, you learn by executing, by jumping, knowing that you don't have a parachute, and realizing that somehow in the free fall, in between the plane and the ground, you're going to make a parachute. You will figure it out. And if you don't, the ramifications are too high for you to not until you do. And it may be the most god-awful, ugly parachute you've ever seen, but it works. and you float to ground. You have a nice flared landing. You tuck and roll, and you walk away. You walk away from that landing. You figure it out as you go. Payback and revenge. Revenge is mine, says Yahweh, your Elohim. Although sometimes people need a file stuck in their eyeball. Dr. Trevor can tell you about that.
Or something else.
Tent stakes, you know.
Tent stakes work.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta pee.
Does that mean it's back porch?
But that's the thing. Like, I've learned that if I seek revenge on somebody,
I love that, Scott. That's a great. I sank like a rock. My wife is a lifeguard. Great answer.
it's usually going to come back and bite me in the ass. However, if I turn it over to Yah,
Yep.
he generally handles that shit for me.
Revenge?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You reap what you sow.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And then my hands aren't dirty.
What's that saying? Dirty fingernails, clean soul.
That's a good one. I never heard
Yep.
that
Clean
one.
conscience. Yep.
Don't look the parachute.
Don't lift the parachute. Is Arkansas
Arkansas.
living up in here?
Arkansas.
Is he the one that said that?
So.
No, Jay Morris told us Arkansas living said his parachute stinks. Something.
Hey,
Somebody said you got the wrong parachute.
confession time. I pulled this poncho.
Uh-huh.
No, it's not a whoopee. It's a poncho. Pulled this poncho out of a kit yesterday, 2 days ago. Was it yesterday? Gosh dang, the time goes fast. Yesterday morning, it was pissing rain. As my father used to say, it's raining like a cow pissing on a flat rock, right? It's just water everywhere. I was like, I got a poncho for this. And so I pulled it out of a kit, and it was wet the last time I put it up.
Ew.
Oh my gosh. It was stuck to itself, and I had to
Gross.
peel it apart.
It
And when I did, it was
smells
like sticking your nose in an old petri dish from a year ago.
Yummy.
But
So
then the rain washed it off.
yeah, so then the rain got it. That was good.
It was
Right.
raining a
Don't
lot.
put your ponchos up wet, y'all. Don't do that.
Yeah, so dry your ponchos.
Your smell
before you
will
put 'em
be
up.
a dead giveaway.
It'll be a dead something. Yeah. I've shot 16 videos in the last 2 days.
We know every time we tried to talk to you, we were like, "Oh, he's still talking."
Sure talks a lot.
The people need the content.
Walk up to the door and we're like, "Nope, still talking."
Yeah.
I heard you guys
And we needed
staging outside the door.
I just left.
I have an on-air sign at the other
I know,
office.
but we needed the other.
Okay.
I just left.
Frog
Like,
Togs
I'm out.
poncho. I love the Frog Togs poncho. No, this is a Milsurp Marpat poncho, but the Frog Togs is, I wouldn't say just as good. The difference
Togs is
between
good.
it's really good. The
That's what we
primary
have.
the primary difference between the Frog Togs and the Milsurp is that the Frog Togs is a little bit shorter. It comes to like just about my knees, whereas the military issued one comes to like the middle of my calves. So,
I'm
but
saying a lot because
I'm tall. Yeah.
Right.
So it'd be like, I should buy the Frog Tog, not the motor. 'Cause
Yeah,
mine
you
is-
need a Frog Tog. Otherwise, the military won't have to be hiked up around your waist.
You need a
Right
belt.
on the ground. Somebody like the test video to test videos.
A test video. I like the test video to
You
test
did the
videos.
test video.
Oh yeah, Jay Morris. Oh yeah,
Sorry, my dinner was served.
it was. I watched it happen. That was Monica
Turkey failed.
at the Mexican place.
Always when we're at lunch, we say you should make up if your life.
Well, if you guys would quit saying you should make I'd quit making a.
Like while we're still talking.
Have we not met before? This is what I do. Soldier for Christ, we are at war. I'm a long haul truck driver. Anytime I can be 2,000 miles away from home. Do you do some videos to help a trucker prep to get home? I sure could. Dudley, would you make a note of that, please?
Yes.
I've done that already a couple of times, but we're gonna do it again.
Okay.
And we'll do it for YouTube. Sounds good?
Yeah.
Plus, yeah, you got some background in that. So.
Just a little.
Double tapping hillbilly. What's up, brother? It's good to see you. I've got two 48-inch culverts in the driveway, and they didn't carry last night. Bro, I feel you. We had a lot of rain last night.
Mm-hmm.
Bear, have you considered getting a
Go in
horse
the
or two
hallway.
to eliminate a need for a four-wheeler and rising gas prices? Sergey, I have considered that. My issue with horses is they're a pain in the ass and expensive. And I also have a biased opinion because I grew up with a bunch of horses on a horse farm, and I was in charge of feeding, mucking, all that bull crap. And my sisters were in charge of riding the horses and reaping the fruits of my labor. So,
Yeah, that's what OP told us to do.
first impressions from a survival standpoint of what you saw of Indiana. Great question. I was in Indianapolis, and what I saw was GTFO. I didn't see the cornfields around Indianapolis. I actually shot a Patreon video today talking about best 5 states in the country for coup hemping coming out over my people. I was talking about my experiences in Indianapolis, admitting that I saw a very limited amount of Indiana, but based upon what I saw in Indiana, I wouldn't want to stay there. I know people that live in Indiana and that live in Eastern Illinois, Southeastern Illinois, that are like, dude, it's just, there's nothing but like corn and small businesses here. I'm like, I totally get it. But it's not like Arkansas, Oklahoma, Missouri, dare I say the T word.
No.
Yeah.
Going to the big city to go have real food next week.
Going to the big city to have real food next week. Very nice. Have you ever been to the great state of New Hampshire? You mean the live free or die state? Yeah, for sure. Why is everything made out of granite? Have you ever tried to install power poles in New Hampshire? It happens with explosives. That's how it happens. Yes, I've been to New Hampshire. Baseball size hail. Still better than Jersey. Agreed. No, I haven't, but I know blasters. Yep. What's the P word? Well, Sarah, that's a loaded question. It depends on which side of the dichotomy you're on. So let's start with how do you identify?
She knows SFBE.
She knows SFBE. If you know SFBE and you don't know what the P word is, you're doing it wrong. The B's aren't very E. Okay? Joey Jones said pizza. That's a pretty good guess, but that's not the P word we're talking about.
Patience?
Everybody loves pizza.
Let's talk about patience.
Why are you looking at me like that? I got all the patience.
You're going to be a patient. You keep it up.
I look scarier than you do.
I don't know.
Is that why when you're dealing with the doctors, you have to wait a long time? That's why they call you patients?
That's funny, but I have 6 kids. I got that down. Part of it, anyway.
Bye-bye.
Chad, bless you, bro. I has no patience. You know, patience is a virtue, but it's not one of mine. I am so bad at it, and I work on it every day. I really do. I try to be patient.
Yeah, you're horrible.
And I'm not.
I'm better than him.
Yeah, you're better than me at being patient.
But, like, that's not.
And that's not.
But you still suck.
I know. That's what I'm saying, but I'm better than him.
Lasagna.
Lasagna.
Oh, man. All right, I got to pee for reals.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the P word.
What?
P.
Oh, PP.
You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me.
We'll flash y'all again. There, you've been flashed.
Move out the way.
Move, T. Get out the way.
Get out the way, T. Get out the way.
It's the honey show now.
I know, right? That's a P word, right?
It's after hours.
Lasagna? No, lasagna is not a P word.
It's a silent B.
It's a silent P. It's like Phenomia.
When one P loves another P.
When one P loves another P. No.
I'm trying to eat. I cannot choke. Please do not. I left the choking things at work.
Yeah, Chris. Renee does not have patience. She may think she does. She's got some.
Oh, I do not have patience. I just said I have more than TJ does.
Yeah.
Like on a scale of 1 to 100, TJ has 1. I have 2.
That is very, very accurate. I wanted to murder that waiter last night.
Somebody said,
And by,
Oh my gosh.
and by murder, I mean like total fail of the heart condition. Pick him up, punch him through a wall, and then break him into
And
pieces.
so I complimented you.
You did.
friends keep trying
We
to
left
take
the
my
restaurant.
tactical
I was like,
chicken
"Hey,
from my
T,
shirt. Don't let
so
them.
glad you didn't punch anybody.
They can't
I
steal
didn't know
your
what was
tactical
going on
chicken.
at
They can
all.
get their
I was
own
like,
tactical
wait,
chicken.
why is this happening? What's
And you
going
just
on?
point them in the right direction.
Eat for punch.
He was so bad.
Yeah.
Anyone
so
else
bad.
stay up till 4 a.m. for the Papa Bear love?
But
I
arrogant
stayed up
with
till
it.
4 a.m., but not.
Yeah,
Not
he was
for
arrogantly
Papa
bad.
Bear
That
love,
was the
no.
problem.
No,
It's
4
like if
a.m.
you were
is way past my
apologetically
bedtime.
bad, I would like coach you.
Right.
But
And he is not allowed to wake me up at 4 a.m. for Papa Bear love.
what the hell are we talking about now? Gosh, there will be no live stream tomorrow morning. Y'all just read the news by yourselves tomorrow morning and then buy some bear stuff. Because this is. Excuse me a moment.
Mind your point.
No, my poet. That'd be weird if you were, bro.
Oh, the waiter was so bad. We
Yeah.
actually ended up with
The waiter was
3
really bad.
waitresses by the end of the night.
Yeah. They
And we
were.
still had to direct.
That's because I went and saw the air quote manager and said, look, I don't know what's
Right.
going on here, but this S is unacceptable.
This is not going to work.
Beep, babe.
Oh, you
Nobody
want to
should
be
bake
back?
lasagna at 4 a.m.
You don't want to be my sidekick?
No, that's not how this works. It's like the one comic book where Robin got to tell Batman what to do.
I know. Next time we need to call and get.
Daddy.
What, baby?
I'm wearing your boots
You're
again.
wearing my boots again?
Yes.
Hey, where'd Steph go?
She went home.
Did she?
Uh-uh.
Oh, that's fine.
She has kids in the early bedtime.
Right, that's true. It's fine. I didn't want to hang out with her anyway. See if I care.
She's ready to party tomorrow early.
Winning the sticker contest this month. Prove it.
Sticker contest.
Hey,
Bears.
watch
Yeah,
out.
remember we told them it's always.
Bears and bears and bears and bears and bears and bears.
That's right, Tails. Lasagna is good any time of day. And it keeps
No,
well in the
4 a.m.
refrigerator.
No. Oh, well, I should say 4 a.m. If not to 4 a.m., you've already been asleep.
No,
If it's round 3
you're still
and
up
4
at
a.m.,
4 a.m.
it's
That's
totally
what.
different.
But if I've been sleeping for 4 or 5 hours at that point, mm-mm.
Good to know, Lisa.
I'm
I
asleep.
appreciate that.
Time for
10 reasons Canadian prepper sucks.
1,
He's passive aggressive.
2,
He lies.
3,
All his content is clickbait.
4,
I don't want to throw a fan into a creek to make electricity.
5,
I already have water.
6,
I can own guns and he can't.
7,
I'm not an asshole.
8,
I don't have clickbait titles.
9,
Zombies aren't going to eat you.
10.
Your dog is fine. It's not food. Don't eat it.
What about that?
Hey, how about 11? You're American and he's Canadian.
You just pissed off all of our clients.
Oh,
Yeah.
we don't have all Canadians. We just have some. And they know. They know.
He's
They want
manipulative. There you go.
He canceled his trip
Hi,
to
Bub.
Texas.
You canceled his trip to Texas?
He did. That's a whole different story. 11, you sell good shit. Thanks, man. Thanks. So passive aggressive. Gosh, talk about somebody who needs a file on their eyeball.
Yeah, we don't do the passive aggressive thing here.
Tabar 7, Canadian Canuck already left for the night, so you're good, right? There you go. He's a dick, eh? Yeah, there you go.
We go around aggressive.
Yes, we talk about this all the time. Aggressive beats passive aggressive.
Yeah.
And we are aggressive. Canoodling poper. There you go. 12, you have a backbone. Yes, that's correct. I also have this thing called the Torah that says, let your yes be yes and your no be no, and do not bear false witness. And a mouth that breathes out lies is an abomination to Yahweh. So there you go. Just, just saying. Oh, and I'm not an atheist. So there's that too.
Yes.
So.
Or a 2x4 tails.
You number 2x4 in your
He said some folks make you want to hit them with a brick.
Thank you, Jay Morris. Thank you.
Or a 2x4.
Yeah. 12, you aren't likely to get anyone killed with bad advice. I appreciate that, QRF. I like the likely. I like how you covered the base right there with just a little bit of qualifier. I like that though. Torah, boom, exactly. Heath is definitely aggressive. Passive isn't in his vocabulary. Yeah, I get it. I totally get it. One of the biggest issues for me has been learning how to, Gary Bulldog Prepper, bless you, thank you. Learning how to be gentle with my aggressive leadership. Because it's different, like when you have a company that's not founded on the word and not staffed by people that you love, that's a whole different deal than when you have a company that is founded on the word and staffed by people you love. Because like if we were just going to go walk into a field and put up a bunch of wind turbines like I used to do, I don't care if you think I'm an a-hole or not, we're going to get the job done. And we did.
Do you care?
Do I care? No, not at all. And not even a little bit. Don't put me on the spot like that.
Dale said 2x4, batter up. I got the Golden Bat Award when I played softball for the most amount of home runs.
Hold on. Isn't cricket playing baseball with a 2x4? Isn't that essentially what it is?
For 24 hours.
Is it that long?
Yes, their games last for days.
Dudley knows this.
Yep. I watch too much stuff on YouTube. Yes.
And am I correct in believing that they pitch the ball from behind them sometimes?
Something like that.
But not all the time?
It's weird.
What is up with this?
I don't understand it. I've tried. I don't understand it.
Cricket? I don't get it either. Parakeet Saw, what's going on, man?
But yeah, I know how to swing.
Swing.
There's
Whoa.
Way too much
Lasagna? There's a lot of innuendo in the air tonight.
It's after 10 o'clock.
You thought it was cigar smoke. It's actually innuendo. I can't believe we've only been doing this for 2 hours. I've only been doing this for an hour and a half.
Yeah, you were late. You were late to the party.
We had an important meeting with a rural fire department.
They kept asking us, where's DJ?
What did you tell them?
Ben? Say, he's not coming.
At all. Josh Davey, thank you. Savvy, bless you, bro. Sergey, it is okay to store rice buckets underground. It is, but you need more information, and I don't want to go into it right now. But essentially, you need to keep things dry and cool. So you need to be able to do that underground. So time to showing for lasagna. Hey, the internet said it, babe. So
they should be celebrating. They're under contract.
Tom, there you go. Innuendo and Italian suppository.
They're under
that is correct.
They should be celebrating.
Taborosaurus Rex, I store rice in my belly. That is correct.
Torah needs lasagna.
Yeah, tactically Torah, you have 24 hours to christen every room in that home. And go. The exact opposite of lasagna.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love the fact that lasagna became a thing.
Nobody buys the door hangers, though.
They don't. That's because they don't know.
Yeah.
We should.
Tia does not hold it up at the iPhone.
Show me the door hangers, and I will do that. And people.
Oh, she's going.
Oh, here we go.
There you go.
Just don't flip it over.
Loom, you can do it, sister. We believe in you. But maybe flip it over. That depends on you. I don't know.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure you're out of furniture right now. So,
There's no.
Mr. Loom, we believe in you.
Mr. Loom, we believe in you. You can do it. I hope you don't have a lot of rooms. It's okay. You can start in one and work your way around. I think it still counts.
It can be
So,
one moving.
more of like a tour.
Right.
Like a tour. I wouldn't put that on the website for the house, though. That would be weird. Although
We're
maybe
already under contract. So
you might get like 12,000 above asking price. So
we do still have limited edition door hangers.
shot in the right arm. I don't want to be shot in the right arm. I guess shot in the right arm. Hold on.
We have lasagna bacon.
Hold on. I got
I don't understand.
shot
Luke
in
says
the-
she has no rooms.
Are they in the trailer?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hold on. I got shot
I'm
in the
telling you,
right
there's
arm.
still rooms in a trailer.
The bathroom.
Ow.
If there's an accordion door, there's still a
Ah.
That's
There it
chicken
is.
nugget.
no, you
No,
don't
thank
eat
you,
your chicken
baby.
nuggets, baby.
Thank you so much, Joe.
Yeah, the house, Luke. We're talking about the house. Go into the house.
Shot in the right arm. Thank you for shooting in the right arm, whoever you were. Oh no, you touched the TQ with your right arm. I did. I shoved my shot right arm through the TQ.
It's merely a flesh wound.
Yeah. The whole thing. Is it arterial bleeding?
These are a thing. They exist. They existed for a while.
Don't flip it. No.
Don't turn the beat around. No. There you go. It's a forwards, not a backwards
You know what's
thing.
interesting about it?
Y'all getting Heath all pumped up. Yes, we
Yeah,
are, Luke.
flip it over.
Yeah.
Was right around the first time we did the training.
And-
It
Yeah, 'cause we took
started
it to
around the
training.
same time.
Interesting.
First
We
training.
did take it to our first training.
So listen, it's Luke's job to get Heath all pumped up. That's not our job. Okay.
I feel like we're helping.
I don't want to be involved in that.
This is PG. No, we are not PG to Torah.
You go inside and eat
It'd be
your
nice if
chicken.
we can get our force up.
Oof. So
Ooh.
tourniquets feel really good on the arm.
Okay, do you need me to crank that down for you one more time?
Sure, go ahead. Hurt me so good. I don't think you can do it.
No, you're not allowed, Poe.
What's he doing?
Poe's threatening to put our doors up himself. He might electrocute himself putting the doors up.
There you go. Now you're tight.
Do not let him electrocute himself.
That feels really good. Thank you for doing that.
You're welcome.
Medic Mouse, you rock.
Luke needs a COVID moving coming out of her my people baby.
Just breathe.
I would just like to speak to the fact that I love the fact that Rex has been lurking in the shadows this whole time.
There you go.
Good job, brother. Good job. He's like, yeah. I feel like he's wearing like a boonie hat covered with like certain types of like brush, like some cedar twigs and stuff like that. Like,
Rex is on here.
yeah, crawled up on the live stream. I need that.
I want to learn.
For why?
So, because I keep it in my pocket so that I
Oh.
don't die.
Don't die.
That's how it works.
Don't
Do you
die,
not
baby.
know how to stage a tourniquet?
I know how to stage a tourniquet. Oh. Well, she's been to
I
enough
know
of
how
these
to
that she
stage a
should know.
Yes. Luke,
Juniper,
thank you
my
for
bad.
scheduling her evening.
You're welcome, Lou. Hey,
Tomorrow
celebrate.
Too, Lou.
Bottle of wine,
The next 24 hours should be
Filled up.
nothing else.
filled up.
Whoa, bro. Is this PG-13? I think it is. I think it is. Shut up, dog.
No, we want him to do that.
No, we do not want him to do that. You want him to do that. Rex, put your fake on the new video. Go Rex. I don't know what you're talking about.
Face?
Probably take.
Take?
I have no idea.
Somebody's got the wine.
It's been
I'm going to Tayl's house.
What are they trying to say? Fact, fake, take.
fact. There you go. On the new video, I haven't seen it. I do know this. Rex is excellent at what he does. He's a man of honesty and integrity, and he's a wonderful brother. And if you want to know how to shoot guns at long ranges, you should absolutely go check him out. And I'm not just saying that. Honestly, he's an awesome guy. I've had the blessing to get to know him, and he's a wonderful dude. So there you go.
Jay John thinks Otto needs bacon.
To calm down.
Magic Pepper's doing
He's planning on coming and stealing our other dog.
Prove it. I'll take it. If Jay John, he has to come here to steal the dogs. Yeah. I'm fine with this.
Remember earlier we had like a budget for getting him here.
I'm fine with this.
Monthly.
Yeah.
Bankrupt the company. Just get Jay John's here. I'm fine with this. But bring Mad Kelt with you, okay? And maybe stop and pick up Trevor on your way in, okay? We do. We need a bus. That's it. We need a bus. Dudley.
Trevor's got the camper. Like
That's it.
If we get the right bus, it'll pull a camper. So
that one I showed you today.
Inbound.
The bus.
Prove it.
30-person bus.
I friggin' love us. You know that? Like, I really do. Like, we are so... Guys, I'm telling you, like, gear's cool, and you should stack food to the rafters, and, like, yeah, I love the PVS 14s. They're so awesome. Shut the up. People. It's about people. People are the best thing.
Surround yourself with awesome people.
It's about people, because it's not simply, well, when the world ends, I want the best SHTF team. No, you want people that you can hang out with on your porch in case the world never ends. If you guys can't get together and get along now, what are you doing when the world ends? You can't get along on a Thursday, but you're gonna spend SHTF together. Maybe do some soul searching on that.
Tell Trevor, I will move the mailbox for him.
I will
get
cut
it on property easy.
I will cut that mailbox down with a chainsaw. I don't care.
It's not set in concrete. It can get just pulled out of the ground.
Okay. Well, we need that.
I planned it that way because I knew this was an issue.
Right up here. Don't leave me hanging. That was weak. Try again.
That's really
much better. You slapped me with my own hand. Really? All right, Rattle. I'm gonna set your face on fire.
Hey, that is the strangest foreplay I've ever seen.
Light you up.
We're all about the lumens.
Oh, wow.
He's very aware that it's not set.
Lumens turn to lasagna.
Yo, ABT, we actually put a new PO box, or not box, mailbox. Thank you. That's how you know you live in the sticks, when you're like, what do you mean mailbox? PO box? We actually put a new mailbox in. It's not cemented in either, because
that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying, is like, because we knew sooner or later ABT would have to back that thing in here.
Yeah.
Gosh, there's another innuendo. And
ABT, Looms, there's all kinds of people that back things in.
Whoa, listen, what Looms does to celebrate the sale of her house is none of my business. I mean, if it ends up from the entryway to the laundry room, to the kitchen, to the hallway bath, to the spare bedroom, to the other spare bedroom, to the master suite,
all the way to the back.
then into the dining room, into the living room.
So are you trying to say from the windows
to the walls, to the sweat drop down my balls?
Oh, skeet.
It's definitely after 10 o'clock, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Don't forget your soap nuts. That's exactly right.
Gotta have the soap nuts.
I already cleaned the house. My back hurts. Hey, well, maybe you could have a headache too. That'll help. I feel like Lauren is blushed like straight red right now, which I'm fine with. I'm okay with this. My father would cement the neighbor's mailboxes so that he would regret it when he would back into it. Yeah, I've been there, man. Yes, Bear, you're a lucky man. You've got good peeps. John Kelly, amen. I want to tell you this, though. Luck has nothing to do with it. It's diligence and hard work and the blessing of the Father. And this is something we talk all the time about, how you got to find your people, right? And you do. But finding is not just part of it. If you look at the commission that Yeshua, Jesus gave Peter at the end of the Gospel of Luke, he says, Peter, do you love me? He says, yes, Master, I love you. And he says, good. Feed my sheep. I'm sorry, feed my lambs. Peter, do you love me? Yes, Master, I love you. Shepherd my flock. Peter, do you love me? Yes, Master, I love you. I just told you that I love you. How dare you? And he's like, did you not deny me 3 times? He goes, yeah, you're right, I did. I'm all bad. Peter, do you love me? Yes, Master, I love you. Feed my sheep. Those are 3 different things. Feed my lambs. That's the milk. Shepherd my flock. Take care of my people. Feed my sheep. Make sure those who are more advanced are still eating and receiving of the word. And so it's a challenge, man. It's a challenge. It's a good challenge, but it's a challenge. I prayed about mine, and he separated us from the wrong people. There you go, Tails. There you go. And that's the thing, right? It's diligence and effort and hard work and blood, sweat, and tears and being uncomfortable together, but doing things that matter and working through the hard things, even if it's not convenient, if it's not comfortable, that's fine. The good news is we have a user manual for people that shows us how to do these things. Oh, Soldier for Christ. You got to hit the Old Testament and New Testament readings. I talk about that all the time.
Yep.
Michael, Tennessee engineer of dirt. House just went live with 29 showings tomorrow. 29 showings. Whoa. Wow. Bless you, man.
Hope you got a deadline on that.
There's a Torah for that. Amen. Gosh, I love our people. And if you were to like, so your vibe attracts your tribe, right?
Yep.
And praise Brother Gordy and his wife of former years for that. Because I onboarded that hardcore. Your vibe attracts your tribe. If you were to like paint a picture of what you thought like a Torah observant American looked like, and then I was like, but let me show you our people. Mm-hmm. You'd be like, what? I knew zero about Torah until I ran into you guys, all from a Zoom meeting. Praise Yah. And that's the thing, because a lot of people think that like it's all about passive, being passive and capitulation, and it's all about love, brother. And it's like, yeah, love is important, but if you look at reproof and instruction versus love and how that works, it's like if we were to say that like more than 50% of our people are big guys that are A-types and strong women that are A-types that just like amazingly effectively execute, you're like, no way. Like you guys are, you're Christians? Like, well, we're so Christians, the Christians don't like us. It just blows my mind. It's absolutely wonderful. I love it. It's awesome. I'm proud of it. What does Paul say? If I shall boast, let me boast in the matters of Elohim, in the way that I have been in service to the kingdom. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'll pass a fist to a pacifist. There you go, RatTube. We love you back. Shall not be infringed. Love the first 2 commandments. Love the family. Love everything, even the grind. For sure. So, yeah, the 2 prime directives as taken from Yeshua when he's being tried by the Pharisees and the Sadducees in Matthew 22 is, Rabbi, what is the greatest commandment in the Torah? And he says, hey, man, there's 2. The first is you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your might. Deuteronomy 6:4. And the second is like unto it. Love your neighbor as yourself, Leviticus 19, verse 18. And on this hangs all the Torah and the prophets. And so those two prime directives inform the 10 commands, half of which are the up-down commands. Love the Lord your God with everything you've got. You shall have no other gods before me. There are no false gods. You shall remember the Sabbath and keep it holy. Do not take the Lord's name in vain, so forth and so on. Mang Incorporated, Shaloha. And then you have the left-right commands. Love your neighbor as yourself. Don't steal. Don't commit adultery. Don't bear false witness, so forth and so on. That's really it. And on this hangs all the Torah and the prophets. If you need to click here for more help, you have 613 commands that flesh that out. Everything from, hey, I've got a flat roof and people like to hang out on it. Should I have a handrail? Yeah, you should have a handrail. To, it just so happens I have an ox that likes to poke holes in people. Okay, let's talk about that. If he pokes a hole in you one time and we didn't know, well, we will fix that and I'll make sure that it doesn't happen again. However, if he pokes a hole in you the second time, that's on me. And I am now responsible for you for the rest of your life because I didn't do my due diligence with a dangerous animal the first time around. And then that rabbi, that God made flesh, that wonderful man, Yeshua HaMashiach, took that Torah, embodied it in Matthew 5:17, and made it so much harder. Because the Torah says don't murder. You shouldn't just go kill people with the wrong heart condition. Don't murder. And Yeshua says if you call your brother an idiot, you've murdered him with your words. How dare you? Well, it's much harder to watch your tongue and not call your brother an idiot than it is to not kill people with malcontent in your heart. The Torah says, don't adulterate. Don't go bang that strange woman over there. Yeshua says, if you look at that woman with lust in your eyes, you've committed adultery. And so when people are like, well, nobody can keep the Torah. No shit. That's why we have a Messiah. But because of Messiah, it's actually made it that much more difficult. So I do try to love my neighbor, but it is not always easy. Well, we oftentimes conflate easy with good. No, it's not easy, but it is good. And sometimes love is speaking truth.
Yeah. I think that's one of the big things that people have issue with is they see love as always
being super nice,
kindness and love and embrace, and
people
sometimes love is giving somebody a swift kick in the ass.
Yeah, the Father says he reproves and instructs those that he loves.
Right.
And he says neighbor. He doesn't say everyone.
That's a very good point.
What is neighbor? One that's doing what you're doing?
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. So in our modern context, when we think about neighbor, you're out.
Yeah,
Deuces.
Good night, y'all.
Good luck preheating the oven. I wish you the best.
Yeah, they were up baking all night.
We didn't sell a house.
You were up baking last night?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yahtzee.
I'm proud of you. Maybe like, an ice pack or something, Pre-game. Whatever you say. It's fine.
But yeah, sometimes love is the boot. Like, don't be afraid to rebuke those that you care about when they are up to no good. It's okay. Because that is love. Whenever you can stand up to somebody and say, you know what, you're not doing right. That is showing love for that person. Sometimes Yah delivers his love with the 2x4 wake up. Amen.
Looking for a verse.
Okay. Where that harm? Love is getting stop the bleed training, just in case. Yes, to ignore wrong is to allow evil. Absolutely.
Yep. Agreed.
Do not be afraid to stand up for what you know is truth. And sometimes you got to be a little in somebody's face to make that happen.
Titus 3, verse 10. Reject a divisive man after the first and second warning. And so we know from Matthew 18 that when there's somebody in your midst who's falling short, the first thing you do is you go brother to brother, one-on-one. And you say, hey, man, this isn't working. I'm concerned. I need to talk to you. And it says in Matthew 18, if that brother receives your rebuke, you have gained a brother. The next is you go with multiple witnesses, 2 or 3 witnesses. And then if that doesn't work, you go to the assembly. And so the point here being that the rebuke in love is not necessarily about tolerating overmuch unrighteousness and sin. It's about making it clear where you stand up front early on. Because the second witness here, again, is Titus. Reject a divisive man after the first and second warning. Knowing that such a one has been perverted and sins, being self-condemned. So you can try to render a judgment and offer reproof and instruction 1,000 times. But if that one-on-one, but if that person is not receiving you one-on-one, the first time is good enough. The second time with witnesses, the reason there, hopefully, is to draw the brother back. But if not, it's to establish a witness that you tried. When you go to the assembly, it's not about assigning guilt and blame at the assembly. It's about information at that point, because we know that everything is established in the mouths of 2 or 3 witnesses. And so when you have somebody that's you love, you care about, but is outside the boundaries, you shouldn't take 1,000 times to rebuke that person one-on-one and 100 times to rebuke that person with multiple witnesses. You should go swiftly to the root of the problem and make it known, because otherwise, if you don't, it's a petri dish for dissension and struggle and strife, and a wedge could be driven between you. Just saying. What the hell is this? Dr. Trevor broke something.
He broke his tripod thingy. Brian, you can send it to intel@bearindependent.com. Rat tube. I love our background noise. Like for me, the frogs and the bugs at the creek and all of that, like there is no sound better. And it's odd because people think you move to the country and it's quiet. And some nights it's relatively quiet, but for the most part, it's very noisy in the country. It's just a different kind of noise. You don't have traffic. You don't have people talking. You don't have all the neighborhood dogs barking. It's just
we should all make ABT feel very awkward right now.
Why?
Because he just said it's weird as shit watching you text me on a live stream.
Uh-huh.
So let's just all look at him right now. Everybody look at him like this. All right, good. No, come on over, Jay.
Billy's got to give him the eye.
Give him the eye.
There you go.
Perfect. It's not creepy at all. You backlit like that.
Yeah. Yeah. No traffic, no light pollution. All you have to worry about if you're Renee is a frog doing a sneak attack on you. But yeah, I wouldn't change this noise for anything.
I love it.
Yeah, we do have 3 foot tall owls occasionally. I don't know about 3 foot tall owls. I know I've seen like a 3 foot tall squirrel.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
They do not exist.
They do exist. How's the garden? The garden is good. I lost like 4 or 5 plants to the like super hard freeze we had a few weeks ago. But other than that, everything else survived. So.
I don't understand why YouTube holds certain comments.
I don't know.
Bone said country full life, y'all.
Yeah.
But he spelled it like a redneck, and YouTube thought that was unacceptable.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was the way he spelled country. Maybe. I don't care. A 3 foot tall squirrel is a wombat.
Not a wombat.
That's what it was. It was a wombat.
It was not a wombat. Trust me. We Googled every kind of 3 foot tall animal that could be in the trees.
And you know what happened? It was a mass hallucination, and it doesn't exist. You guys, there were dead limbs falling out of the pine trees, and you're like, see? It's a giant squirrel. I'm like, because a pine tree shed a dead limb, like it always does all the time.
You have to see the shake and the jump, and then the crack of the limb breaking under the weight of the giant squirrel.
So let me ask you something.
What?
Where is this giant squirrel now?
He's hibernating.
It's almost May.
He's still hibernating. He ate a lot. You shut your face.
I don't believe you.
Shut your face.
Cammy 500's had something to drink. Lisa, bless you.
Uh-oh.
Did you Google Brother Bear and his Glock 17 slightly taller than 3 feet? There you go. Hashtag Squirrel King.
He is the Squirrel King. I'm going to catch him one day. And that day you'll see. You'll see who is right and who is wrong.
It made me think of Tiger King, but of you with squirrels.
You gotta think,
So,
I don't lie. I don't lie.
No,
So
none of us do.
Sasquatch squirrel, I thought.
I'm not saying you're lying. I am saying you were hallucinating and you thought what you saw was real. Tommy, what's up, brother? A squirrel that big, he's wherever he wants to be. Yeah, I don't know, man. Now I'm thinking of Ami as Tiger King, but with squirrels. So We stay in the house raising kids. At this point, Mr. Wright's just going to have to break in. I like that. Mouse, we got to talk about that sometime. Arkansas, 1 T-Rex sized mouse for 1,000 mouse-sized potatoes. I would fight a T-Rex sized mouse for sure.
Yeah, because you already said you didn't like all the minis. The minis would.
No, it's the. So what did
There's chickens.
I think it was Aurelius that said I'm more concerned about 1,000 sheep led by a lion than I am by 1,000 lions led by a sheep. And I agree with this. Did I just hear a mama cow?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Saber-toothed mouse. You'd fight a T-Rex because it has short arms. Short arm shaming. Just because your reach is 19 inches is none of my problem, man. Work on some flexibility. Hit the jiu-jitsu mats. That would require a crazy big glue trap. I'm on board. Let's do this. By the way, Trev, we got to shoot more guns. That was fun. Okay, T. Sounds good. Might as well mess some stuff. Let's do it. 19-inch reach but 22 round. Exactly, man. You're rectangular in the wrong direction. Short arm lives matter. Hey, I'm like actually a gorilla. My reach is longer than my inseam. That's probably a problem. What's up, Bryce? You hear the owl? Can you all hear the owl in the background? What do you think about the shortage of wings? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have a shortage of wings. Oh, nice, Savvy. Nice. I can hear him from where I'm sitting. Woohoo! Woo! Hot wing shortage. So when you have 9 bazillion chickens, you don't have a hot wing shortage. You just make your own whenever you feel like it, which is like Tuesdays usually. A reported shortage of chicken wings. Sister Kate, Shofar Mountain. Shalom. SK's here. You want to say hi to SK?
Hi, SK.
What did you find when investigating the cattle?
They are sleeping.
They are sleeping. Good to know. Now we know.
And all the babies.
And all the babies. That's good. Not just wings, eat the whole chicken. No, I agree with that. But how do you get a shortage of wings? How does that happen? It's like
Without
you get
the whole chicken.
You get 2 per bird.
Yeah.
Like everything else. 2 legs, 2 thighs, 2 breasts, 2 wings. And the giblets.
Maybe it's because of Hot Ones. Everybody wants wings.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
We haven't watched Hot Ones in a long time.
We haven't watched Hot Ones.
We used to watch a lot of Hot Ones.
We did.
My favorite episode was with Gary Vaynerchuk.
I know.
He's the man. He was like, yeah, these are hot. I'm not going to let it bother me. What's up? What's your question? I love it.
Yeah. He was pretty BA.
Shaq was also really good.
Mm-hmm.
I liked Shaq on Hot Ones.
Okay. Are we going to go to bed?
Yeah, we're about to go to
no matter
bed.
how much I want to think tomorrow is Saturday, it's not. It's Friday. So I still have to work.
Tomorrow? is Friday. Today's Thursday.
I know, but all day I thought today was Friday.
It is not. It's been a full day though. Well, I feel like we should hang out and do SK some justice since she just got here, but I also feel like after almost 3 hours.
If I see a coyote with my flashlight, then I'll tell you.
What are you eating?
My last chicken nugget.
Your last chicken nugget? Okay. Well, if you see a coyote with your flashlight, please let me know. What are we going to do to the coyote if we see it?
It's 0, it's 1, 5, 0, 1. It's
So
really, really dark. So we're gonna have to
I agree. It's really dark. So if we see a coyote, what are we going to do?
We might call Sam, and then we might tell him to go get it.
That's a good plan. Yes, if we see a coyote, we will call Sam. I like that. That's a good plan. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Yeah, we are winding down. Dress the coyote in a pink tutu. Well, at this point, my wife would probably rescue it. Air quote, rescue it.
Shut up.
Oh, we got another dog. Honey, that's a coyote. No, it's the puppy. We're going to train it. No, that's a coyote.
Shush. I would not. I know my limits.
Yeah, I don't know about all of that.
Mom,
I feel like
if I
that's
see a
propaganda.
coyote, can you go and get Sam and to run after it?
Yeah. I will get him to go chase after
Don't
the
drop your-
coyote.
I'm not. Can I actually have a flashlight? Oh, perfect.
That's it. I'm yawning.
Yeah.
Bless y'all.
Good night. y'all.
Shalom. We'll see y'all tomorrow.